The following is a presentation of the Shining Wizards Network, broadcasting live in high-definition video and available on all podcasting and streaming platforms. Follow us on social media at Wizards Podcast. Check out our merchandise at merch.shiningwizards.com. Do your Amazon shopping at amazon.shiningwizards.com. And become a Patreon supporter at patreon.com/wizardspodcast. And now, it's time for the Shining Wizards.
You're tuned in live to episode number 726 of the Shining Wizards Wrestling Podcast, where 4 out of the 5 Wizards have VIP passes to get their cars washed. We've got a man who's licensed in 49 out of the 50 states tonight. Dr. Redacted will be joining us live on social media and going wherever you go on each and every one of those podcasting platforms. Let's take it around the horn and do some wrestling talk.
And talk about wrestling.
The other doctor on the show, Dr. Dunk.
Double T.
Handsome Kevin.
Brundo.
KJG.
Why isn't he licensed in Colorado?
Somebody messed up a poster. So it said Mr. Redacted instead of Dr. Redacted. So
see, I thought maybe he's in a little legal trouble in Colorado. Had his license revoked.
Selling too much weed.
You know what? But doctors are licensed to do that out in Colorado, right? So
yeah, that was the first one.
So who did he steer wrong on that gimmick? You'd figure that'd be making money hand over fist.
Well, misters aren't.
No, you can sell if you're a mister in Colorado.
Well, now you can, right?
Yeah.
Fun fact, the year they legalized that in Colorado, the Colorado Rockies finished with a 420 winning percentage.
Wow.
It's all the work.
Some fucking JFK type shit right there.
Perhaps the wrestling promoter in Colorado was Bobby Fulton's son.
Okay, so we want to lead off with that. What's going on there, dude?
We didn't, but I saw an opening, so I
jam it in. I'm glad you took it. What's going on?
I guess what's his name? Dylan Haynes?
Hines. Yeah.
Hines.
I don't know. I guess he's a real piece of shit.
I don't know.
I thought I saw something about.
He was running, so I guess he's Bobby Fulton's kid, and he was promoting. He was a wrestling promoter, and then I guess he aggravated Rob Van Dam.
He runs an event out in Ohio, I believe, which was coming up on March 8th.
Chillicothe.
What?
Chillicothe.
Is that what it's called?
That's the city in Ohio where Mr. Fulton runs out of. Mr. Fulton, listen to me, Jesus.
There will not be any event taking place now.
Why? Yeah. What did RVD? What happened to RVD?
Nothing. They canceled it. They came out and they canceled it, and they said that Dylan Hines is no longer. So he will no longer be a wrestling promoter. He's left the wrestling world. Bobby Fulton said he'll come back with a bigger, better event. But I guess he was stiffing people.
Yeah, I saw a video on YouTube about somebody getting screwed on like sending merch to get autographed and stuff like that. Or
accusations that he faked autographs and stuff, and all that kind of bullshit.
Yeah, forgery, failing to pay wrestlers.
Sure, we're not talking about Ted DiBiase Jr.
Rob
his rocket flew much higher.
So RVD took to social media and it kind of blew up.
I also thought I heard that Rob Van Dam may have blown something else up too inadvertently. Apparently, he let the cat out of the bag about what was happening with Chris Bay, and they were kind of keeping it under wraps. Whoops!
Oh, I missed that.
Kind of what?
I missed that.
Yeah, he came out and he gave a statement. Not a statement, but like somebody was interviewing him, and he said that he went to go visit Chris Bay. And that he was like paralyzed, but like he was starting to get movement back, but nobody had known that he was actually paralyzed.
Wow. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Which is actually pretty impressive in 2025 that no one actually knew like what was wrong with him. Like we all kind of, but like even though you can assume, like I still like wasn't 100%. Like, oh, he's got to be that. But I'm like, wait a second, maybe it's not that. Like so the fact that he came out and said it is little not his place, I guess. But yeah.
Yeah, but he may have very well have not known any better. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like, hey, Chris is doing better than we thought. You know, he's getting better, blah, blah, blah. You know, I'm sure Rob Van Dam may not spend most of his time reading like interviews about or keeping up on what things are happening. He probably just went to go visit his buddy, you know?
I don't know. He's got a pretty heavy social media presence, RVD.
He's a comedian too, isn't he?
He's a storyteller.
A storyteller. Thank you.
Whoa.
Well, we talked to him about it when he had put out his documentary. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. The story.
It was a while ago.
Where's the punchline? You got no punchline. Jerk.
My favorite joke was like, yeah, you know when people text you and like, you know when they're texting, but they didn't send it to get the 3 dots? Well, I was just texting people those 3 dots.
That's pretty funny.
If you want the full Rob Van Dam story, an hour ago he just dropped an episode of his podcast, One of a Kind, where he goes no punches pulled on the issues with Bobby Fulton and the shadiness behind the big time wrestling promotion. Did we not have Bobby Fulton on the show way back in the day?
Yes, we did.
Yes.
I think for my birthday, didn't we?
Yes.
Was it your birthday?
Yes.
Might have been. Hey, speaking of my birthday, with the big show Maccabee Mania coming up in March, I finally not only have First Bloods 1 and 2, but that's the 93 show. I also got 2 brand new copies of the 97 show. When I say brand new, these suckers were factory sealed when they arrived at my house over the weekend.
I think I have a better question about
what's that?
Maccabee Mania 3.
What about it?
Did you buy yourself a fucking VIP ticket?
I have not yet, but it's on the itinerary.
Oh, the itinerary, fucking expendable income, fucking $100.
It's not that. It's just we're supporting the fucking Maccabee USA team, bro.
Just pay $25 at the door.
How do you know it's going to be $25 at the door?
Why are you waiting?
Well, I mean, I had to renew my VIP membership to the car wash, so
could be. Oh well, there you have it. It could be a hot ticket. You might be shit out of luck on this, bud.
Nah, there'll always be room at Livingston High School. Come on.
You don't think the VIPs are going to sell out?
Oh, what's going on here? What is this?
What's that?
Is this inside joke bullshit?
What joke? What are you talking about?
What's the VIP car wash? What is this all about?
Well, apparently, fucking Island Boy Al is a fancy gentleman, and he pays for the VIP pass at his local car wash.
You just drop inside jokes on the podcast, but like,
no, bro, listen to Tots Pod.
Drop a gallon this elitist car wash.
Not everybody's up to
KGG,
date on that.
Al is Kevin's podcast host, by the way, in case you didn't know.
Oh yeah, do you know who Al is, KGG?
who's
Tropic
Kevin?
Al?
Who's Kevin?
So how is everyone doing?
Surviving. It's a jungle out there.
I was hoping we'd all just leave Double T out there.
No, I can't leave Double T hanging. Come on.
We kind of did.
No, I abuse Double T enough on the weekends. I can't abuse him on Monday.
The people want to know. The people care. Although
I want to crown with Manji over the weekend.
I do want to say this. If you enjoy the show, God, thank you so much. Thank you for joining
God
us.
bless you too.
Thank you for spending some time with us. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
Please don't send me fucking messages on Instagram asking for shout outs because that's weird.
Is Mark Parloni back?
Happy birthday,
no.
Mark.
Oh no! Oh
Do you think it's him?
Oh no!
Do you think it's him?
Wait, is his name M Parloni?
No,
sure?
come on, dude.
No, it's Mark P.
I heard it's this Al fella you guys keep talking about.
But I mean, to be fair, I mean, I didn't know Mont Spock and High Five Tom were the same person for a very long time.
There's some people in the Discord I still have no idea who they are. So
No, the dude in Ireland whose house was getting fucking smashed by the wind.
Hardvark.
Yeah, I still don't know who that is.
he's in Ireland.
Yeah.
Well, that narrows it down a bit.
But yeah, the people want to know how everybody's doing, so I ask.
Fuck, I didn't pick up on an accent when he types either.
A fucking boo. Brendo, how you holding up over there?
I'm doing great.
All right.
Everything's
all
great.
right. Good. I like that. Handsome
Had a
Kevin.
good weekend.
Oh, well, good. Wait. Good weekend. Do tell, my friend.
I went to a show for cover bands and got approached in the bathroom because I was wearing a Jay Briscoe shirt, and somebody asked me who's going to win the Royal Rumble. Because
You were
that's
like
what
Jay
you do at
Briscoe.
a grunge show. And
All right.
bathroom.
Who are the cover bands?
It was somebody covering Nirvana, Pearl Jam, and Alice in Chains.
That's pretty
Oh,
rad.
nice.
It was friggin' great.
A little grunge action.
Yeah,
Who did you think was going to win the Royal Rumble?
Randy Orton.
Randy Orton.
Even
All right.
though I may have just given it away, but
No, you're good.
Dark
Hold
horse.
you hold that thought because I got questions about the Royal Rumble later. HK, how goes it in the wild land of Minnesota?
Busy weekend, man. Busy weekend. Did some snow tubing on Friday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's something else, man. You just go down the hill, get on a conveyor belt, go up the hill, go down the hill.
Oh, you
Conveyor
see,
belt
that's
up the hill, down
clutch.
the hill. Yeah, and it was kind of reminded me of like a little hamster situation there. You just backing up and down and back and down and back. And then fucking went to Costco on Saturday, man.
Oh, you got the membership, huh?
Oh, fuck did I ever. Talk about blowing my fucking balls off, man. Costco, that shit's the real deal. The savings, I could have bought 4 fucking memberships, man. That place is unbelievable.
He
Go to
came back-
Costco, man.
his car
Go to
probably
Costco.
looks like Kramer from Seinfeld the time he goes to one of it.
Oh, it's
The fucking
amazing.
beans under the hood. And
Oh, yeah, you name it, man. They got a fucking everything. Like, hey, you want to try this protein bar sample? And then it's not just a sample, right? They'll just cut you up a little piece. 2 full bars. There you go. Have them. And you know what? Those fuckers were good. Those are good protein bars, man.
David Henry Bauer wants to know if you ran into the Rizzler.
No. Because of the Costco guy. Okay.
I'd
Nope,
be so
sure didn't.
jealous.
But
Yeah,
you know what?
I'd
I'm
be
not into
jealous.
those guys.
If you didn't
they might
run
be
him
onto
over with your car.
Place is amazing, man. I'm a Costco guy through and through. Yeah.
Wow.
Have you been?
Yes. Like 20 fucking years ago.
So why would you ever go back to a regular fucking grocery store?
I got a BJ's membership, bro.
Yeah, me too, man.
Me too.
Good.
No, it's like the same thing.
It's like the same thing.
You know what
the
else?
Same thing.
You know what else is clutch, HK?
Yeah.
You order that shit online and then you just pull up and fucking pick it up.
No, see, in Costco, you order online, boom, right to your door. That's
yeah.
what the guy
Oh,
said.
yeah. You
Boom,
can do
right
it to your door too. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Boom,
Yeah.
right to your door. I think
Boom, to your door.
I do think
Boom,
as
right
exciting
to your
as
door?
yeah, boom, AEW collision.
To your door.
I do think we're burying.
So excited.
I do
Back
think we're-
door.
we're burying the lead though with HK here. If you've listened to this podcast or any other podcast that Handsome Kevin has been involved in, you know that he got duped out of some yellow underwear and a book. And now you're gonna share locker room with this fella.
Oh, golly, yeah. I sure am. That'll be interesting.
This portly criminal.
April 14th and 15th. Yeah. Me and the Polaco Fund are going to talk.
Very interesting.
Yeah. I'll be interested. If he's not fucking showing up.
You don't think he's gonna show up?
No, even if he's booked, he doesn't show up, man.
He's selling that ticket for something.
He's like, I need gonna need my front money. And then well, see you later.
Yeah, wait, who's promoting the show? It's somebody you're tight with, apparently. Just fucking tell him if he's looking for money up front, tell him no.
I'm working with them on Friday. This company it's a company called MAW. I work with them pretty frequently, and working this Friday in Bloomington at the Bloomington Event Center. And yeah, I will be mentioning that to the promoter there.
Oh, so I'm curious if you've played it through your head. Like, do you just right off the bat approach him and be like, "Hey, man, I paid you for shit like years ago, and you fucking ghosted me, and you never sent it."
I was
make
actually
a scene, or are you like,
no.
you're professional, even though this guy stole a couple shekels off of you. You're just gonna be professional about it.
Here's the thing. I am going to be as professional as I possibly can be. One of the things I thought might be funny, because I saved a screenshot of when I sent him the money. I thought about me printing that off and having sign it for me.
I think it'd be better if you turned it into a t-shirt and had all the boys wear it.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, I'm not going to make a scene. I'm going to be professional, obviously. But if I do get we do get to chatting, I'm absolutely bringing it up. There's no way I can't. You fucked me over.
Why not just steal something out of his bag?
Yeah, like some yellow underwear.
Steal
His
underwear,
bag's
man.
not going to be there. The fucker doesn't show up.
Steal his fucking boots. Go out to the ring with his boots and just leave him there. Put the fucking boots in the middle of the ring and cut a promo.
Should I go?
To say that.
I don't know who this fat fuck is in the locker room, but PJ Polacco died 9 years ago and he didn't send me a fucking pair of underwear.
Put 2 loaves of bread in his boots sticking out the top.
Tony, jot this down for production until April 14th, 15th. Polacco watch. Ooh. See if we get any. If he cancels a week before, if he cancels, if he starts to promote it himself on his social media,
He already has.
all right.
Oh, has he really?
I think.
Oh
so.
my God, Kevin, you have to like it. You have to fucking like every post.
I'm 99. It's a purple banner. It's him and right in the front of it. It's Minnesota for sure.
Oh God, they put him on the poster already?
Well, it's probably someone that made a poster with just him on it. Hold on.
Yeah, because they did one for the Dudleys too. So Dudleys will be there.
It's probably like a promo picture of him from like 8 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
No
28
belly,
years
no
ago.
tits, can actually still breathe.
18 years ago.
Oh yeah, January 24th. Can't wait to be in Minnesota. Last
No.
time I was in Minnesota,
No,
I
he
dropped.
tweeted it January 24th.
Okay, I was gonna say he's already getting the fucking date wrong.
He tweeted it January 24th.
I'll be there the 24th. No problem.
Last time I was in Minnesota, I dropped the ECW World Title to Jerry Lynn in St. Paul, Anarchy Rules 2000. It's going to be epic. Join us.
Well, that's a fucking lie because he was here like 3 years ago.
And he's got this as April 11th and 12th.
Well, there you go. There's his out.
That's the poster, bro. The poster. The poster says April 11th and 12th. So maybe check your date book, HK.
Oh fuck! I should probably do that, huh?
Looks like you'll be the one
Tell
showing
PJ I
up.
said hi though if you can. 'Cause I actually like that.
No, I'm not fucking doing that.
Tell him Shining Wizard Kevin says what's up. He likes me.
He's blocked us. We're blocked on.
How much did he get into you for?
Nothing.
Oh, for free. Oh no, you're right. It is the 11th and 12th.
Okay.
All right.
Now
You know the
people
weather,
know
you know his dates.
My
You're
bad.
really
I might
good.
as well. I should probably give him $50 for that.
HK might not have been the one that showed. He didn't even know the fucking dates.
It's months away, and I make my dates.
Kick him in the balls twice. Once for you, once for Chopper.
Watch like HK doesn't show and PJ's like right there. He's like, I have this guy's money. I've had it for like 6 years.
Right. He's got the
I wanted to give
fucking
it to him in
mask
person.
signed.
I wanted to give it to him in person and apologize, and he's not even here.
Have you
So we're
already
go-
talked to the man?
We're going to keep our eyes on that. The
KJG,
Polacco
how
watch.
you doing tonight? How was your week?
Oh, good, man. Furnace situation is slowly but surely working itself out. So we got some heat in some rooms, no heat in the other rooms, but we're plugging along. Other than that, pretty uneventful weekend. Just chilling, watch a whole lot of wrestling. And that's about it. Oh, installed some fire alarms today with Pops. Smoke alarms, that is, because you had to renew ours because ours were old as dirt and didn't work. So that was fun. And then that's about it. Chilling out, getting ready to talk about some wrestling with you fellas.
Nice, man. Nice.
I love it.
I love
I
Costco.
love
Matt,
it.
how are you?
I'm great, man. I'm great. Great week. Went to work. And that's a plus because it's been so fucking cold. I haven't been working, so I got some work days in. I got watched a lot of wrestling.
Oh yeah,
And I'm excited. I went to BJ's today.
look at that. A lot of wholesale shopping. Going on.
Yeah. So that was exciting. My wife is sick, but she's not home. She went somewhere.
Oh, good. As
The
long as,
hospital?
as long as she's sick
No.
outside in the public, that's great. That's all
Look,
you.
man, hey, you met my wife, you know.
My
Why spread
wife.
disease to just one person? We can spread it to the entire county of Morris.
She's fucking stubborn as a mule, bro. I was like, just stay home. She's like, no, I got to go to the house where the guy's having the Super Bowl party and give him a list of things I need because she's bartending at the Super Bowl party. And I was like, that's like 2 weeks away, right? She's like, yeah, but I'll just get it done now. It's like, all right, whatever, man. Whatever, man. I came home Saturday after a failed trip to Johnny's Hot Dogs.
What do you mean failed trip? What happened?
Oh, they were closed for 6 weeks. They're closed.
Sorry, folks. Hot dog stand's closed. Moose out front should have told you.
I came home and she was fucking gutting a goose on the fucking table on the sun porch.
What the Is that what she calls it?
Yeah, she went goose hunting.
Gotta go. Wife's gutting a goose.
Saturday was the last day of fucking
It was white meat.
Did you stuff the goose?
Fucking gutting the gooses all time.
Rondo, please, Rondo, did you?
Oh, it's already written down.
Yeah, I think that's a winner, bro. I don't even think it's going to be close.
Got a goose on the table. Did you know him at least?
So,
Was he silly?
I got it, bro. No, I'm too busy laughing at the previous line. All right.
So yeah, hunting season ended Saturday, so she went on her final goose hunt, and she did well. She shot like 4 geese.
And gutted them all.
Poor things.
2 of them went to her bosses at the restaurant, and one is, I guess, in the refrigerator downstairs. I don't know.
They weren't Canadian geese, were they?
Yes.
Really?
That's, I believe, that's what they hunt.
Yeah, I mean,
The what, like the geese that are like in the park and like
yeah, I don't know, bro. That's in my fucking garbage can. You want to come over and look at it in the fucking bag? Go nuts.
Well, if it was Canadian geese, good. There's some nasty motherfucking geese.
Well, yeah, it is whatever. She fucking cut it up, but like the head and everything's in the garbage can if you want.
Did you keep? Oh, you're not keeping the head?
What? Why?
Your new little fucking sidekick, fucking Goosey. Hello. Oh.
Hunting season's closed. The goose head should have told you.
Could have put it on the antenna on your car.
Goosemobile.
That's my sidekick right now. She's just fucking laying there.
That's a goose?
No, that's my cat.
Oh.
KGG's not good with animals.
Must have lagged or something.
Yeah. So there's not much we can really talk about before Dr. Redacted get here. I don't want to start a conversation and then not be able to finish it because there's look, you know what? We have a few minutes, and I know KJG and Brundo watch TNA.
Oh, yeah.
Brundo falls out of his chair through his curtain. You okay over there, Bun?
Is that a shower? Is that a shower curtain? Wait,
No,
what
it's
plug?
The plug to my computer.
Oh, gotcha. You're
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah,
It's not
what
a
is
shower
that? Is that
curtain,
like
it's
a
the-
blanket or something?
No, it's the background. It's like it's called like a podcast background or something like that.
Part of me always thought that was a shower curtain. I thought you were in the bathroom.
That would be a pretty cool shower curtain to have.
Okay.
Or with the door open.
It'd be convenient.
Yeah. Who wouldn't
Oh,
want to
yeah.
have Hacksaw Jim Duggan watch them shower? Ho!
Tough guy.
Kevin
But,
plays his cards right in April, and fucking PJ can watch him take a shower.
I'm getting my 50 one way or the other.
Fuck yeah, you are. Gonna
So,
fucking gut that goose.
Dr. Redacted joining us soon. Impact had their first show after Genesis. And I had an
Live.
opportunity. Yeah, live. First time in 8 years. Is that fucking wild?
It's insane. It's crazy.
It really
Just
is
a-
crazy. And I thought they did a phenomenal job.
Yeah, it's clearly, if you didn't believe before, it's clearly a different era in TNA. They're more successful than they probably have been in a very long time, despite roster turnover, despite Scott D'Amore leaving. And this just proves that they're out not necessarily for blood. They're not out to gut the goose, but they're out to make a name for themselves and prove that they are a legitimate force in pro wrestling in 2025. That's for freaking sure.
I thoroughly enjoyed Impact. It was awesome. And I think the relationship with NXT is going to benefit TNA greatly. That fucking tag match with Fraxium and the Rascals was fucking awesome. Absolutely awesome. Mike Santana being the new standard of excellence in TNA is great.
Dude, yeah.
Mustafa Ali returning was awesome. Cardona being Joe Hendry's first opponent for the world title was great.
Yeah, if you go back to what your point about Santana being the new standard after beating Josh Alexander in that crazy match at Genesis, he was so over then in San Antonio, and then again on Thursday night. That was also in San Antonio, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So he's absolutely more over than I thought he would be at this point into his run, because he came in with such high expectations, did his thing with the system, got through the system, had a banger with Moose, and now it seems like they are going to push him to something at some point. To what? I don't know, because Joe Hendry, it looks like, is going to have a stranglehold on that championship. So I don't know if we run it back with Santana and Moose again. I don't know what they're going to do, but Santana's over as fuck in TNA right now, and he gets great reactions.
And
if what's his name, if Henry hadn't won, I thought they were going Santana all the way.
But you had to put it on Hendry, no matter what his contract status is. If maybe he loses it in a couple months and signs with WWE. Who knows? I don't know what his deal is. So, they're firing on all cylinders. Cardona coming out saying, or Santino coming out introducing Cardona, and that this title is going to be defended all over the place, like Hendry said. And Cardona comes in. Like, it's so funny with Cardona though. He can work like babyface in Ring of Honor and then come to TNA and be a heel again. GCW be a heel again.
Oh my God, Mance Warner debuted with Steph DeLander.
Dude, that got no pop.
Really? That's too bad. Manser is fucking great. He's gonna.
DeLander got a nice reaction saying that she took the digital media championship in a divorce after that whole thing with PCO.
Yeah.
At GCW, and then Mance came out. I don't think a lot of people necessarily knew who he was.
I could see that.
It was just kind of a letdown from the whole 23 thing.
Yeah. Besides MLW, he's never really been on TV except like a one shot with Moxley years ago. But I think he's going to take off right away.
Brendo.
Oh, no, you're good.
No, sorry. Sometimes I talk over people. I'm trying not to. Also, that Tessa Blanchard promo was fucking awesome.
Incredible.
It was very good. I did see that promo, but her voice, it's not an appealing voice at all.
I mean, come on, man. Who gives a shit?
It's not easy to listen to. It doesn't bring me in.
I mean, it's kind of fit, if everyone's going to hate on her, fuck it. It's her voice. What are you going to do?
I know you can't. That's what I mean. Like, you can't do anything about it. It's not an easy voice to listen to.
She could have better half English, half Spanish promo than Penta did. I'll tell you that much. Because half of her promo was in Spanish, guys. At the end.
All right. Tessa Blanchard, yay or nay?
Yay.
Yay.
Yeah.
No, like, yay?
Yes.
Or...
Yay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Also, I loved how she shouted out her fucking father, and he was there. Tully Blanchard doing fucking double duty this weekend.
Huh, in his pants. Oh, fuck.
Listen, going back to Mance, I think he will eventually adapt to the role, and I think he will end up being one of the more popular characters in TNA. So it didn't seem to, and I don't know. Here's another thing. I don't know if it's just the way TNA mics their crowd, but their crowd doesn't necessarily generate the biggest, even like Joe Hendry. Like, even when he comes out, like the crowd isn't so over the moon. And I think it's just a matter of production and a matter of the mic stuff, because like, if they get that crowd mic'd up right, or if the production is it, and this is not talking shit by any means, like these moments would have gotten big reactions, I think, if the production was a bit better. But what can you do? Like, I don't work for them. Like, I can't tell them how to run their operation. So I think there were cool moments. I just think that the production lacked a little bit yet, but I think that'll improve too.
Did you KGG or Brundo, did you guys watch it live?
I watched it immediately after.
So
I didn't. Sorry, I didn't catch it. I just caught the Mance stuff.
Oh, okay. So
yeah,
I watched it the next day on the app, and they during the commercial breaks, there was no commercials. It was just a wide shot
Yes.
of what was going on in the ring with no commentary. And I thought that was pretty fucking cool.
It was pretty cool. And I don't know if you noticed this in the replay. There's like, I don't know if you, because you said you watched it the next day. I watched it that night at like 10:30 or something like that, 10:30. And like there was like an hour buffer zone or like a half an hour buffer zone before the show even started.
Yes,
and
that
like,
was where you could hear
you could hear Renwald talking to.
Yep, and you could hear the whoever the lady who does the announcing do like mic crowd work. Yeah, I thought that was pretty weird, but it was fun. It was a fun watch. I'm looking forward to this week's show.
And talk about they're not letting that Rascals Wesley thing die because now they showed up back in the picture. Him and his merry men, Wesley.
Yeah, no, I fucking love it, man. I love it. And fucking JBL's involved. Whose side is he on? What's he doing?
Well, beat the shit out of Broski again. A piece of shit.
I mean, who doesn't want to beat the shit out of Broski?
Nobody.
That's not true. I'm sure there's a list.
Jealous.
A list of people. Jimmy Lloyd definitely is at the top of the list.
Yo, speaking of Jimmy Lloyd.
He sucks, but go ahead.
Matt, did you hear this? Apparently he's stuck in the UK.
I didn't hear that.
I heard that.
I did. So GCW ran shows this weekend. The only clip I saw was the Effie egg spot, which I don't know if Tony saw.
Yeah, I saw that. Fuck him and his championship and all that other fucking stupidity.
All right, so this is from Broski 3 hours ago. So last week,
I'm sorry, Kevin. Go ahead.
So last week at Jimmy Lloyd stabbed me in the back, and this week he lost his passport and now is stuck in the UK. Hashtag karma.
Tell him to hit up fucking David Starr. Maybe the two of them could room together.
Whoa.
Woof.
I don't think Jimmy Lloyd falls into the same category as David Starr.
No, but if they're both going to be stuck there, why not?
I don't think David Starr's in the UK.
Yeah, he can give him a case of water.
What are you talking about?
That fucking, what was it? Control the food or some shit like that. What was his fucking?
He was trying to start a union.
Oh, Declaration of Independence? No, that wasn't it. What the fuck was it called?
Oh my God.
When they were trying to give guys food and hot dogs and water and, so this way they can get all the females there and fuck them, allegedly.
I remember that.
Let's see.
Oh, We the Independents. That was it.
That was it.
Yikes.
Come on, you remember that, right?
I do.
Yes, I remember it. Yeah.
Anyway, let's move on.
I mean, hindsight, he kind of does look rapey. I mean,
who?
David Starr.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Jimmy. How dare you?
No,
I think
the other end.
No pun intended here, but I think the doctor is in.
So I didn't want to bring him in on that.
Hey,
Doc, how are you?
I'm doing great. Yeah, I'm in the car right now, so that's why it's a little spooky and dark.
That's okay. We need more spooky and dark.
Perfect. I fit the aesthetic then. That's good.
We were trying to figure out Brundo, who knows all things Dr. Redacted, why you are only a licensed doctor in 49 out of 50 states. Colorado only recognizes you as a mister.
That was that was so interesting. I was told it was a typo, but I wanted to recognize it so bad because I thought it was so funny that for some whatever reason it was Mr. Redacted then. It might be on all the posters as Mr. Redacted as well.
I love it. You are fresh off of the GCW, the People versus GCW. You were in our ladder match. Didn't come out on top, but the experience being in the Hammerstein Ballroom for such a monumental moment, what did that mean for you?
As a native New Yorker, that's where I'm originally from. It was like, I mean, other than Madison Square Garden, that's like the biggest, best thing you can do. Barclays Center doesn't count. That's too new. Who cares? Whatever. But like Madison Square Garden and Hammerstein are like the two, especially for wrestling. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
No, I think Doc, I think you got it all wrong.
Oh.
There's no bigger venue than the Hart Ballroom in Newark, New Jersey. I watched XPW, Look What You Made Me Do, and between you beating up Masada and fucking Butcher just shitting all over him on commentary, it could have been the greatest fucking match I ever saw hardcore style. That's the epitome of hardcore wrestling.
The Hart Ballroom, for whatever show you saw there, I always feel like was a really good one. The ICW shows from there are fucking bonkers.
See, this is why I'm kind of disappointed. I heard XPW doesn't exist anymore because we were going to go as a group and get tickets to go to the next XPW show at the Hart Ballroom. It's literally 10 minutes from where I'm at. Like, it's like I work in Newark, so it's like 2 minutes from my office. So it would have been perfect. Yeah.
What sucks even more is I don't know this for sure. Someone told me through the grapevine. Oh, it got real dark in here. That
you got redacted, huh?
Yes, I have finally been redacted.
Come on.
For first cheap pun of the night. Hold on, let me turn the light on here. This is wild.
It's definitely not the first cheap pun of the night either. Don't worry.
I hope not.
Oh, I thought you were fucking standing up and walking in your car.
Dude, imagine that. That'd be sick. What kind of car would I have then?
I mean, you are a doctor, so you never know.
I just drive a box truck all the time. I'm standing in the back of a box truck.
As long as you're not
Is
handing
it
out candy.
Yeah.
There it is. There it is. The bell makes it so much better too.
We're trying to get the kids to never mind.
Real quick though, before I forget, shout out to High Five Tom. We like High Five Tom.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
The old Mott Spock.
Yeah, got to get the plug in.
He doesn't need any more plugs on this fucking show.
He
really doesn't.
I mean, he's the best. He's the best.
That is not up for debate though.
Yeah.
Did you hold on? Was he in his High Five Tom gear when you interacted with him? Hawaiian shirt, shorts, no matter what fucking season it was.
Brother, he's always in the High Five Tom gear. I couldn't see him not in the High Five. Like, could you imagine if he showed up with like a collared shirt, like that wasn't like a full button down? Like if it wasn't a Hawaiian shirt, like a nice proper shirt or like a polo. Imagine him in a polo.
No, weird.
No, if he had to go to a wedding, he would just button the Hawaiian shirt all the way up to the top.
Yeah, and still put a tie on it.
Yeah.
Right. I know what one of his shoot jobs are, and I can't see him running around the stadium in a fucking Hawaiian shirt.
Yeah, he's told me about it too. I don't know what he would wear to that. Maybe it is a polo shirt of some sort. I don't know.
What if it's a team Hawaiian shirt?
I mean, if they were smart, they would let him do that.
Tom, I know you're here, Tom. I see you in the fucking chat. Tell us what you're wearing while you run around the stadium.
Dude, we're talking about him so much, he's gutting his goose. He don't have time to fucking.
He's John over there.
How much?
Yep, there it is.
This is what I get for
There he is.
Shit, my bad.
Thanks. They do have Brewers Hawaiian shirts. How much did he pay you to name drop him, Doctor?
He got the friend discount. We'll leave it at that.
Now, is there a difference between a wrestler discount and a doctor discount?
They're two different discounts. Two different. We can't get into one of them though, but one of them they both do exist. They are two very different things in this realm. Real quick though, fuck the Brewers. We're gonna put that out there too.
Whoa.
Love
it's all about the Mets, baby. It's all about the Mets.
Oh yes.
Fucking Dr Redacted is in the house.
Me, Joey Janela, and Brett Lauderdale are the big Met fans. So shout out to all the Met fans.
Dr. Redacted. All right, my new favorite guest.
Yeah, there we go. Boom. Yep. Mic
Thank
drop.
God.
Man.
We've had a fair share of shitty Philadelphia people on this podcast, and I can't.
Okay, real quick. Other than the 76ers, fuck all Philadelphia sports. Fuck them all.
Fly Eagles fly, baby.
Yeah, fly, wham, right down.
Yeah, I hope fucking New Orleans explodes in 2 weeks. Both those fucking teams.
Either way, Philadelphia is doomed either way, because if they win, the people are going to celebrate like idiots and destroy the city, and if they lose, the people are going to be upset like idiots and destroy the city. So,
yeah, but that's every day of the week, Doc. I mean,
that's also true. That is Philadelphia. Not to shame Philadelphia, because it's a great city, but to shame Philadelphia.
They're smoking my New Jersey Devils right now as we speak. So.
Okay, so real quick, I don't fuck with hockey.
All right.
Sorry, Darren McCarty, I don't fuck with hockey. But as a kid, I loved the Devils growing up.
My new favorite guest.
Playing any of the Sega Genesis games, you always wanted to pick the Devils because Martin Brodeur is the best goalie of all time, and you can't touch him in that game. No one would ever score on you. So,
Absolutely.
Shout out to the Devils.
Yeah, my man.
Now, I don't know if you know this, Doctor, but we are a New Jersey podcast outside of Handsome Kevin, but he's might as well be New Jersey guy. So this is all very in our wheelhouse. And you said
perfect.
New York now.
Where you guys are from? I figured all over. So
no, just Handsome Kevin he's out in Minnesota.
That's rough. I will be not far from there this weekend.
Oh, where about?
Fargo, North Dakota.
Okay, what promotion?
Time Bomb Pro.
Have fun.
Yeah.
Have fun. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've worked for Eric a few times. It's great over there.
Yep.
It's gonna be a no ring. It's gonna be blood, guts, disaster, car wreck, all the above.
What venue are you at?
The aquarium.
The aquarium. I'm not familiar with the aquarium.
Like an actual aquarium?
No, dude, that'd be sick. Real quick, fun fact. I'm all for zoos and aquariums. Well, if they're the good ones, not the bad ones. Let's clear that up. But I would love that. But no, it's just some like concert venue bar that's called the aquarium.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
You're wrestling Deicide?
Yeah. I don't think that's the proper spelling for that word, but that is his name.
He looks like a fucking mutant.
I mean, he's from North Dakota, so you tell me.
I've never met anybody from North Dakota.
I can confirm they are mutants. Some are good mutants, but they are mutants. Sorry, North Dakota. I'm really healing it up tonight, but sorry.
Well, I mean, the Ninja Turtles were mutants. They're cool.
Yeah, and they're ninjas.
The X-Men were mutants.
Also sick.
Yeah.
But no, when I think North Dakota, it might be more of like the Morlocks. For my nerds out there, that joke hit hard. They were the ones that lived in the sewer that were like even too ugly to be on the X-Men. That's realistically how it was categorized. But
oh yeah, I pulled up a picture of the Morlocks. They are horrendous.
I don't know. They might fit better as Philadelphia.
Sure. Yeah.
They were also called Chuds. So
according to, I'm pretty sure any deathmatch fan at this point is a chud. So
where's my belt?
And Tony.
100% chud.
How Doctor, did you get into deathmatch wrestling? Because you were a fucking Beatle.
I was.
How's that transition take place?
Growing up in the Northeast, specifically New York, Long Island, at night, flipping through the channels, because I was one of those, I don't want to say privileged, but I definitely come from a like middle class family. Not poor, but not like I didn't get everything I wanted for Christmas, if that makes sense. Well, to put it nicely. Yep. I definitely had a television in my room. And flipping through the channels at night, the Attitude Era, like roughly that time period, it's a hotbed for wrestling. And at like whatever it is, midnight to 2 a.m., there's not much on for kids to watch. Even with Cartoon Network, it's like Looney Tunes at that point. You don't want to fucking watch that shit at the time. And coming across ECW, it was the coolest fucking thing ever. And you saw shit that you didn't see on the other channels. And then, so I was always fascinated. It always had my appeal. Fast forward, I was Team Ring of Honor, not Team Combat Zone. So I was always rooting for Homicide, who was still like the ROH, like not deathmatch, but like hardcore guy, over Team Combat Zone any day. And then later on, I kind of like pushed away the deathmatch thing, and then got into a match, my first ever deathmatch, funny enough, where light tubes were used and thumbtacks and all that stuff. And I was like, oh, I could do this. This is interesting. Okay. Because for a while I was like, oh, deathmatch is just guys standing in a ring and hit each other, like an idiot. But then when you start to like really give anything a chance, really, and you like kind of comprehend it and take it all in, you're like, oh, this is just like all other wrestling, just that there's a lot more blood. That's all it is. Same thing with like Lucha Libre. It's just wrestling, but with more like rolls and flips.
Yeah, it's a good
I thought you were
Funk
going to say
shit.
Mexicans.
I mean, most of the time.
You know, JR says they're a dime a dozen. I don't know if you caught that.
I did not just, dude, I can't tell you the last time I watched the last time I watched AEW was when Nigel McGuinness was like coming back, and it was like him and Bryan Danielson. That was the last time I watched AEW. So,
All right, well, let me ask you: is there any particular reason why you don't watch AEW, or you just never did? You just watched it for Nigel?
I gave it a shot. It just didn't hit the same for me after. To me, I don't want to be like that fucking guy, but I'm gonna be that fucking.
You
guy.
could be that fucking guy. I'm that fucking
that
guy.
fucking guy.
A lot of TV wrestling to me kind of hits like it's like Disney wrestling. As a Disney adult, I take that. I can say that, but it's just like, you know, hee hee hoo hoo ha ha, like TV wrestling, fun. Yeah, like to me that's what it is. I'm an indie wrestling guy through and through, or like that type of shit. I will always be that. I think that's the heart and soul of professional wrestling, to be honest. But like WWE to me is like the same thing as like going to see Monster Jam. Like it's just an excuse to take the kids somewhere and shut them up for like 2 hours. You know what I mean?
So you're so wait, you're a Disney guy, huh?
Yeah, huge. Going actually next week.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
You been on Tron yet?
Yeah, it's all right. It's a really short roller coaster. To be fair, like, is there anybody in here that actually likes the Tron movies, new or old?
No, but the ride is awesome.
Yeah, I mean, it's good. You could have literally just called that anything else, and it would have been, you know, oh, okay, cool.
Although I do,
what were you gonna say? I'm sorry.
I do really enjoy the Guardians ride. I think that ride is amazing.
Fantastic. Maybe one of the best roller coasters I've ever been on.
Yeah, that and I'm also a big fan of Tower of Terror and the Aerosmith ride. I love the Aerosmith ride.
Thankfully, it's not going to be Aerosmith anymore. It's going to be the Muppets, because when I think thrill coaster, I think Aerosmith. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck that. I'm going to be honest. Aerosmith sucks.
Come on, man. Loving an elevator when you fucking take off? That's awesome.
Steven Tyler's a little Bunk Sumo to me.
Yeah, Steven Tyler also looks like he shops at Chico's. And if there's any elderly women in here, they get that joke.
You ever chop it up with Cardona about Disney?
Oh, here we go.
No, not really. We only just started sharing locker rooms together, and I feel like every time we're always both super busy. So we'll get there. We'll get there eventually. The one like cool ride, but I don't care about it at all because I don't like Avatar. Once again, does anybody actually like the Avatar movies? Can you name any of the actual characters, not the actors, but can you name any of the characters in the movies?
No.
Blue chick I want to bang.
Sure. The giant Smurfs. Like, that's all it is. The first movie was Smurfs. The second movie was Snorks.
They're cousins under the sea.
That ride was worth the wait, though. That was,
the Flight of Passage?
Oh my God, it was awesome.
Yeah, it's a great ride, but it's one of those rides where it's like, do I want to go back and do it? Not really. I can just go do Soarin' and get like the same appeal.
Yeah, you're
Soarin'.
right.
Yeah, but I don't care about that shit. You know what I mean?
It's so funny because the Avatar section at Animal Kingdom, it's a tale of two fucking like trips to Disney, because one ride is amazing and the other ride is utter
the other
dog
ride
shit.
sucks.
That fucking
ride,
river journey
time,
can eat a fucking bag of dicks. That thing
It's
is
the worst.
terrible.
The whole time you're on it and you're like, did I really just wait 40 minutes for this shit? Like you can't even take in like what's going on. You're like, did I just wait 40 minutes for this?
Yeah.
Like, fuck that ride.
Yeah, no, I wanted to be fucking Whitney Houston in a bathtub when I got in the fucking ride. Jesus Christ.
I mean,
fucking
to be fair,
suck me sideways.
fuck that whole section of the park other than Satuli Canteen, because it's probably the best quick service in all of Disney. But like that would have been like Beastly Kingdom, which would have been so much cooler. So fuck that whole area of the park. Yeah, we took the Disney deep dive. Get over it.
No, you're good. So wait, what are you looking forward to doing at Disney next week?
Okay, so the missus, she's never been to not Food and Wine, the Festival of the Arts at Epcot. I like all the festivals. I think it's the best time to go to Epcot. So I'm really excited to do that. And doing my absolute best not to come home with an excess amount of artwork that I do not need. So that's my big takeaway from that.
So you're an art guy with the Disney stuff.
I mean, have you ever been to Festival of the Arts?
Maybe. I've been to a bunch of them down there.
Look,
I'm usually there for like the Food and Wine Festival.
That's a good one too.
By the way, I think it's the plaza where like they do experiments. It's like I forget, like it's kind of in the middle of Epcot, but so they had like a pickle milkshake, but I didn't fuck with that. And they were sold out of that every time I wanted to try it anyway. They did peanut butter and jelly fucking wings, and they were amazing. They were so good.
I like to think of myself as a wing connoisseur. I probably wouldn't dive that far down the rabbit hole with the wings because that's just some weird Elvis Presley shit. But the regular buffalo and the fried pickles were fantastic.
Yeah.
So
you can't go wrong, man. They do food pretty good. And
Disney fucks hard on food. I'll give them that.
I think my favorite place though is the Mexican place inside the big Chichen Itza.
Where they have the ride going on.
Yeah, Tres Caballeros. So no, it's the river ride there, isn't it?
Yep.
We got a table right on the fucking river ride. It was amazing.
That's the best
food
spot
was
to do
so
it.
good too.
Also, that ride is pretty great. I'm just gonna say.
Yeah.
For like a basic dark ride, it's pretty sick.
Sorry, I didn't mean to take this off on a Disney fucking tangent, but how often do we get to talk Disney World with a fucking guest?
No, this is what we do.
To be fair, it was my fault because I was calling TV wrestling Disney wrestling.
No,
but
you're good.
it's just like it's not for me. That's all I'm saying. I'm not knocking anybody who does like it because I understand there are insane markets for it. But the WWE to me is on the same level as Monster Jam or any of these other like traveling things that come to town that people. And I'm not saying there aren't people that dive super hard into like Monster Jam, but like I guess at the time you could have even said like Ringling Brothers when that was still a thing. Like
I'm gonna say like Cirque du Soleil.
Yeah. It's one of those things where it's like, oh, that's in town. Let's go check it out type of deal. You know what I mean?
Like, I've seen the monster trucks before. I kind of enjoy them.
Yeah, for sure. But it's on that level of like, you don't have to like I'm sure when you go to a WWE event, there's tons of people there that don't even watch it every week, but they're like, oh, WWF or because that's what people still say today. WWF is in town. Let's go. Whoa, hey.
You're fucking Long Island, aren't you?
Yeah. But wrestling, it's the people that are like, they love that shit. They are there for it. And yeah, there'll be the casuals and the walk-ins that are there too. But for the most part, it's people that are like, I love wrestling, so I want to be there type shit.
Right. Okay. So, but back to my question. You go from Kaiju Big Battle, you're a Beetle, and then in like 3 years, you're wrestling like fucking Joey Janela at GCW, and you're wrestling death matches for XPW. How does that transition take place?
Okay. So, while I was in Kaiju, I would do like balcony dives, or I'd be the dum-dum that was like, yeah, I'll take the Rhino pile driver off the apron through a table, you know, like a dum-dum, and like just doing shit like that. And you know, along the way, you'd have these people that are like, hey, you should go do this not in a goofy costume. And I was like, no, I love this. I'm gonna stay here. And you know, I did a lot with Kaiju and I helped out a lot. And then the pandemic hit, and I started doing the Dr. Cube thing with their permission, and I was doing the Beetle thing from time to time with their permission. But then some people backstage got a little upset that I was getting hype, or like had eyes on me, which you'd think would, in like especially the pandemic time, that would be a good thing because it's keeping your brand alive. But they weren't thrilled about it, and they wanted to go separate ways, so we went separate ways. And now I wasn't confined or constrained, I think I said that word right, to like that product and their rules, and it was just me doing what I wanted to do. So now it was like, well, I've kind of tried this, I've kind of done it, let's dive in like head first and just go for it. And here we are.
Yeah, I mean, look, it works out. You're working, it seems like almost every weekend. You were just on GCW, CZW. We talked about XPW. You spent time in Japan, which I'm always curious about. If Disney fucks on food, how does Japan fuck on food?
Disney Japan or just Japan in general?
Wait, you went to Disney Japan?
Oh yeah, we did 2 days at Tokyo Disney. They have 2 parks.
How was that?
They were great. The one, okay, so I was a little let down. The one that was supposed to be like, people refer to it as like the Mecca of theme parks. It was good. It wasn't great. It was just good. Also, went to Japan in July. I don't know if you guys have ever been to Japan in July.
No, but it's hot as balls, isn't it?
It is hot as balls is the biggest understatement you could possibly do. It's like if you took Las Vegas, like summer heat, and like introduced it to Florida's humidity, like during the summer, and they had sex, and it was the ugliest baby of all time. That's what it would be. I didn't know that a UV umbrella was a thing until I got to Japan, because they are sold in every store because the sun is so intense.
Wow.
Yeah. But Disneyland, like Tokyo Disneyland, was a lot of fun. Really liked it. The food in Japan was awesome. It was great. Everything is very cheap because the yen is down, so we like that.
Did you eat any raw horse meat?
No, I don't fuck with that. No. Raw meat in general, not my gimmick. Not my gimmick.
All right, I'm just, Lance Archer was on the show and he swears by it.
Tomato. Sure.
Now you went to Japan. I gotta ask because he was on our show a couple months ago.
Sure.
And he was a fucking maniac. You went to Japan with Madman Pondo.
Yeah.
How fucking fun was that?
Oh, me and him are huge Godzilla fans, so we got to went out, saw a lot of that kind of stuff, and just we talked about all that kind of shit. It was a lot of fun. It was cool. Like I said, it was just hot as balls, and for whatever reason, they put us on a bus that had no air conditioning. So the entire time I was ready to just pull the trigger and off myself.
Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty, it was different.
Did you, you do the deathmatch wrestling, right? What is, because I just listened to an interview with Joey Janela today, and he said he's fucking done doing glass.
Okay.
Is there, what is your, where's the line for you? We talked to a bunch of deathmatch guys recently, and everyone has something different, but what's you're I'm not fucking doing that anymore, or you won't do it?
I don't mind giving it. I'm not really looking to take syringes. It's not my thing. I see some appeal to it, but to me, it's just it puts you one step closer to, okay, when do we start using guns?
Me and Brundo saw that fucking Drew Parker get it put through his fucking mouth against Homicide.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
I get there's a time and place and whatever for everything.
No, there's not a time and place to stick a fucking syringe through somebody's mouth.
I was there when Cyclope had it put through his eyelids, and I was like, all right, that's way too fucking far for me.
Hey, but what's the point of that? Just fucking hit him with a glass tube or something, right?
Yeah, I don't really. Like I said, there's an audience for everything, and I get to each their own. I get it. Not really my shtick. Thinking I'm the doctor too, so that's kind of funny. I'm the anti-vax doctor. No, I'm just kidding. Going back to that, I know I just got announced for the match for Takeda too, which is funny because scissors, not really big on the whole scissor idea.
Oh God, you've seen the footage of Pondo
Jimmy Lloyd.
Pondo and Axel Rotten.
Oh
Yes.
no,
Yeah.
Which one? Which clip is this?
Oh, that was a long time ago. They opened up a brand new pair of scissors and they were going to town on each other.
Yeah, no thanks. No thanks.
Yeah.
I'll do all of the stupidest of stupid things, but sometimes I'm like, I don't think the juice is worth the squeeze on that one.
Ring the bell.
Yeah, just not the best. Yeah, I got one now. I'm in the club. Yeah, just not my thing really, to so to say. But I'll do all of the dumbest of dumbest things, all the upside down chairs, all of the stupid jump off high things. I'll do all of that shit. But I think I'm also done with Tokyo Towers. I don't know if I'll do Tokyo Towers anymore.
Wait, what is a Tokyo Tower?
It's when they tape all the light tubes together and they're really long and stacked up. I don't know if you guys saw, I had that match in Denver, Colorado where I was Mr. Redacted, and that Tokyo Tower cut my arm open so bad. It was insane. When the referee leans in and goes, just so you know, I can see the inside of your muscle. And not the thing you at all ever want to hear a referee say. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or anyone at that point in general. And this is gonna be the funny part of the story. So yeah, I had my whole arm like cut open, and that was beyond terrible. Shout out to the missus for literally super gluing me back together. But I had this like cut on my right butt cheek, not butthole. Let's get that straight. Cheek.
But I mean, if you did,
well,
who are we to
when
judge?
when you say the story, people immediately just go butthole. No, butt cheek. Closer to even being like the thigh. So I had this like cut back there, and I'm like, man, it got to be like a week, and this thing is just bleeding through every fucking Band-Aid. It ripped open the super glue. I'm just like, what the fuck? And then one day she was putting like a sanitizer gimmick on it, and torturing me by smacking my ass cheek because we love each other. So that's what we do.
Sexy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. She's very beautiful. So like things that a beautiful woman would do, I guess. And she's like, oh my God, I think there's something in your butt. And I was like, again, not what I want to hear anyone say, especially when I don't know it. So she gets the tweezers, and I mean, I'll DM you guys the picture after, but it was
fuck yeah.
It had to be like an inch and a half of just a piece of light tube in my ass cheek.
Oh.
See, because when you say that, immediately everyone thinks, oh, it was in his butthole. No, it was not up my ass.
Yeah, you would know if you had a piece of glass in your asshole.
Yeah, well, I thought I would know if I had it in my dude. When I tell you that this thing was way too big to like not know that it was in my ass cheek, it's crazy.
And this is from Tuning in Tokyo?
No, so I guess it was in Colorado.
It was in Colorado. The towers.
No,
Tokyo Towers. Yeah, I just landed on it, but too many bad things in this match happened from Tokyo Towers. I'm just over it.
Yeah, this is from the fucking nipple twisting death match he was in.
Yeah, with piranhas.
Tokyo.
Piranhas and scorpions too.
Have you done any kind of lizard?
No, nothing. Nothing happened.
You are horny. Man. Have you done any kind of lizard?
No.
Oh yeah.
In the ring or out of the ring, nothing with animals.
I'm looking at your cage match, right? And I see you teamed with our good friend Louie.
Yeah, yeah.
But have you ever wrestled him? And would you take the dildo?
If you think I would let that man hit me or put a dildo in my mouth, you can take this any way you want. I will fight that man to the bitter fucking end. And whether it's forcibly shoved in his mouth and not mine, it will not enter my mouth.
Well, I think he would like it if it was shoved in his mouth.
He might.
He's a fucking Louie's a weird dude, bro.
That might be his Hulk up moment.
We gave him a barbed wire covered dildo because he was like the Shining Wizard guest of the decade.
I love that.
He's awesome. I love Louie.
I have a really funny story about Low Life Louie. It's the first time I was ever introduced to him. I'll make it quick, I promise. So when I was 18, I had started training, and then I stopped rocks. I re-broke my arm and went through an era of being like, I hate wrestling because I got mad from it. But so before my arm got out of the cast, I was just like kind of there as like the young boy, like the timekeeper gimmick. And they were doing this hardcore match. Sabu was on the show, but it was Low Life Louie versus this guy, Len Oddity, who's an old New England guy. I think he's like one of those people who like now dangle from the hooks. Like they put the hooks in their skin and they dangle. Yeah, not my cup of tea. Not my cup of tea. But I think he's one of those now. He was like one of the first people I ever saw with like a split tongue. He's got like so many piercings. He looks like he's got into like a fishing accident or something. Nice guy. I haven't seen him in years, so maybe he's not a nice guy anymore. I don't know. But long story short, so they were like, hey, if you have any like stuff laying around, bring weapons. And I was like, okay. And I had a friend at the time who in their like attic or basement, I don't remember which one, but they had an acoustic guitar sitting around. And, like I said, growing up watching ECW, New Jack, the guitar, of course. So I go, I have an acoustic guitar, and he goes, bring it. So during the match, remember, this is mid-match. The other guy slides it in, and he looks over to me. I'm 18, real new to this. How'd you gimmick it? And I went, what? What do you mean? What are you talking about? And he's like, well, like, how did you make it so it's going to break or whatever? And I went, dude, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't even cut the damn strings off. I had no clue. No one told me anything. No one smartened me up. So Louis hits this guy so fucking hard, and it doesn't even dent. Dude, they went back and forth, hitting each other about 7 or 8 times with just like the worst sounding like thud you could have fucking imagined. And finally it breaks on like the 8th time on Louis, of course. And I was like, oh my God, I can never like show my face to this guy ever again. He can never find out that it was me. And then that day is when I told him the story, and in like the most Louis fashion, he kind of just like stared at me and then just broke out into like that like belly laugh that he does. So I was like, oof, I'm off the hook. Good. He remembered the exact scenario though as soon as I mentioned it. And I was like, oops. So yeah, that's my low life Louis story.
That's fucking unbelievable. That's awesome. That's so awesome. We're talking with Dr. Redacted at Dr. X Redacted on Twitter. So be sure to follow him, deathmatchworldwide.com/category/Dr-Redacted. If you want to grab a t-shirt and support him, it's scrolling across the bottom, and I will include all of his social media and plugs in the episode description, wherever you listen to podcasts. Doc, we ask all the guests of the Shining Wizard Wrestling podcast, when was the last time you shit your pants? And I asked this, we're not asking when was the last time you like if you're shitting logs in your pants, you probably shouldn't be talking to us. You should probably be seeing a doctor. When we say shit your pants, we mean like a shart. When was the last time you shit your pants, doctor?
Well, he could have shit his pants.
It could have been.
Yeah.
I know, but you know what? I'm tired of people like, shit your pants. What do you mean? I'm like, no, not a fucking log. Like, what kind of weirdo shits a log in their pants?
Yeah. The bare minimum is short. The maximum is log.
No, don't fucking point at me, Brendo. I never shit a log in my pants.
Yeah, I'm an animal, but I'm not that big of a fucking animal.
No, because you have to fucking push a log out.
Not always.
Not like that, but you know when it's gonna.
I don't know how. Wait. I don't know how loose HK's asshole is, where he's just dropping logs out of a fucking chute.
Fucking
I'm a
over here.
Vegetarian, it just flows.
Probably
I will say,
carrots and
right
shit.
before we got on the show, I definitely took a shit right before I got on the show. So
in your pants?
So, I mean, I wish that'd be kind of funny. I'm gonna be honest. If you're an adult, if you're an adult and you are just like flexing on people by like shitting your pants, that's a power move. Like, are you gonna fuck with the guy who just shit his pants like on purpose? No. Like, that's the guy you stay away from.
This fucking Vito from The Sopranos, Vito Jr. in the shower.
Seriously, like if you just start shitting your pants and like the guy next to you's like, well, fuck you, and just start shitting his pants, you're gonna fuck that guy? No, you're gonna get the fuck out of there. I don't want to touch a shit-filled pants guy.
Yes, best ever. But we're not talking. None of.
What if that same guy washes his underwear in a porta potty? Is that a guy that you're gonna fuck with?
No, that's terrifying. I don't like that. I kind of hate porta potties.
Well, it's funny you say that, Doc.
Porta potties is the last resort.
One of the members here does his laundry in a porta john.
You motherfucker. First of all, nobody washed anything in a porta potty.
You're damn right, because they're dirty as hell.
They washed it.
They just cleaned out their underoos because they had to go back to work.
There's a lot to take in from this right now.
There's a whole lot. You gotta go listen to the archives, all right?
Jesus Christ.
ShiningWizards.com. But no, so you don't remember the last time you shit your pants? You haven't shit your pants? Have you ever been in the ring with someone who shit their pants?
I hope not. They definitely haven't told me if that's the case. I think the last time anything like that happened to me years and years ago, I think on like after having some sort of like a stomach flu or something like that, I definitely farted and a little bit came out, but not a whole lot. Just something like that. When I still lived at my mom's house, like that happened.
That's what we're talking about.
I remember being like, "Oops."
Yeah, we're not talking about like
have to shower. That's what happens. You just got to shower after. Call it a day.
Not at the Porta John, though, right?
No.
Right.
Shower
Dude,
wasn't
that's
an
the real
option.
question. When was the last time I ever took a shit in a porta potty? I can't even remember that.
No
Oh,
one shits in a
fuck
porta
that.
potty.
Ugh.
unless
Yeah, that's
they-
a terrible. Yeah, that's the loaded question right there.
Load.
Yeah. Pretty good.
Look,
Pretty good.
you have your set of principles, and when you go against those principles, you shit your pants. That's what happened. All right.
There it is.
Not proud of it, but you know what? I bring it to the table because I am an entertainer,
Listen, loud and proud. That's power move.
right? And I'm old. I don't give a shit.
Unless it's in a porter john.
You'd rather take them than give them.
Look, if you don't want to listen to the show because I shit my pants and I clean them out in a porta john because I couldn't go home, I still had to work. So be it. Don't listen to the show. I don't care.
Oh my God, it's not like a political view. He's like,
No, because
you know, if you don't believe in shit in your pants, you shouldn't fucking listen to this. And I don't want to be your
this is
friend
just
and-
like this is
Vote
just like
yes
the
on number
fucking-
2.
This is like the deodorant thing and the socks thing. This
Hey.
motherfucker from Minnesota always has to.
I
put
haven't brought
words
up
in my
deodorant in a
mouth
long
or
time.
Exaggerate the
I would
situation.
never.
You said I washed my clothes in a porta john.
You do laundry in a Porta John.
I
It's
don't
fine.
do
It's who
laundry in a
you
porta
are.
john.
Well, you did do laundry in a porta john.
No, first of all, you can't do laundry without soap. All right, and I don't know what kind of fucking laundry.
Then how
guys
did
are
you
doing.
wash your clothes?
I
in
cleaned the
John?
shit out of my underwear.
No, you didn't wash them.
That's what you got fingernails for, HK.
Ugh.
Doctor, how do you feel about deodorant, by the way?
Neutral. Love it. Love it.
This
You put it on pretty regularly.
Yeah. Every day, as a matter of fact.
Let's say you get out of the shower. You put on deodorant, yeah?
Nope. This
You
is
dry,
already, this is-
you dry off, get
Right.
yourself situated, and then before
Right.
you put your shirt on, put the deodorant on.
Right. Because you're not an animal. I get it. I'm with
No,
you.
you shut your fucking hole. All right.
Oh my God.
Yeah, your narrative is bullshit. First of all, don't act like I don't put fucking deodorant on because I do, doctor.
Your narrative is bullshit.
Control that.
I'm a little fucking heated right now. I apologize. I'm sorry you have to deal with this. I know
It's all right.
this is not what you signed up for.
As a Magic the Gathering player, I wish more of my fellow players would put deodorant on, but they don't.
Invite Matt over. He'll fit right in.
You mother. No, I wouldn't because I'm leaving the house, so I'll put fucking deodorant on.
Jeez.
They bust my balls because when I am done for the day and I know I'm not leaving the house after I've taken a shower, I won't put on deodorant.
I mean, that would be weird. If you're not leaving the house, why put deodorant on?
What?
Who's
No.
casually put? It's like, am I going to put on really nice clothes to walk around the house? No, you put on like around the house clothes.
All right, now it's time to double down.
Here we go.
When you're taking a shit, are you closing the door?
Always.
Always, right?
All right.
Always.
All right.
Always. All right. As long as you're closing the door while you're shitting, I can let the deodorant thing slide just a little bit. But yeah, there's somebody amongst us that may or may not close the door when he's taking a shit.
That's crazy.
Take a wild guess.
I love the rivalry here. This is good.
Fucking steamrolling over Matt.
Hey, here's a question. Did you have the porta potty door open while you were washing your fucking DVDs? Because I don't think we ever got an answer to that question.
Is this every episode? Do you guys just pick dog on him every episode?
Pretty much, yes. This is there's like we say we're a wrestling podcast, but there's a lot of bullshit that we just fucking yell and scream about.
This has just been the dunk contest. You guys are just.
I mean,
all
before
dunking
you
on-
came on, we were talking about fucking Costco's and BJ's, not like a blowjob, like
Go.
fucking BJ's.
Oh, you know which one sucks the most out of all that? No
Sam's
pun
Club.
intended. Yes, Sam's Club is the worst. They fucking suck.
It's Walmart with a membership, dude.
But here's the thing: most of the deals are better at Walmart.
Yeah.
And on top of it, their gas station isn't even like it closes at like 8 p.m. and it's not even that good of discounted. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, Sam's Club. Sam's Club can eat a shit.
Dude, I fucking hate Sam's Club. It also closes super early. Get the fuck out of here with that.
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
I'm
I'm
back
with
to
you.
Costco though. I don't know if you guys saw during the Joey Janela match I had at GCW recently. I tried a double chocolate chunk cookie. mid-match, and
Yeah.
it was not great. It was a doom, not a boom.
Oh, those guys
To
can
quote-
eat a
to
shit
quote
too.
the-
Those
quote
two
the-
fucking
the
hand
hip
jobs.
shit going on right now. But I was highly upset that this chocolate chip cookie was so bad.
Hope the
That's
Rizzler gets hit by a
disappointing, man.
car.
Yeah, the chicken bakes. I'll always ride for a chicken bake, but the cookie was not great.
They used to have mini bagel dogs. It was like a hot dog baked in like bagel dough. They were so fucking delicious. I don't even know if they carry them anymore.
Also, their pizza is not bad. Don't get me wrong. I'm not telling anyone to go out and get Costco pizza, but if you live anywhere other than the Northeast, I would say probably go get it.
Yeah.
Because pizza outside of the Northeast is actual dog shit.
Yep.
Truth.
I mean, they got decent food there, man. You know, IKEA's got decent food. Like you can go shopping and get some good shit, man.
Well, that's what it is. Walking around snacking food. You're not gonna go fucking sit down.
Oh no,
Snacking-
IKEA, you sit down, bro.
No.
They got
Oh
fucking-
yeah, IKEA. You sit down for those meatballs.
It's
Yeah,
like
but you're not taking a girl to IKEA. Hey, you want to go fucking get dinner at IKEA?
If you take someone, man or woman, on a date to IKEA, and they want to see you again, you are the golden goose. You are doing something right. You
Yeah, but
must
if
have.
you- like if you're taking your lady out, you're buying new furniture. It's like, hey, you know, like we spent some money.
Yeah.
We got a good work. You know, let's get some Swedish meatballs.
You're gonna say we got a good workout in?
Yeah. You know how hard it is pushing that cart around with all them fucking heavy tables? and
That's the
shit?
fucking last thing you do, stupid. You walk through all the fucking rooms. You sit on every bed. Tired.
You know how hard it is to push that cart from the fucking checkout over 50 feet to the fucking cafeteria. That's a long fucking walk, dude. I know you don't look like you've walked 50 feet, so I'm
motherfucker.
I think it was a New England thing. Someone told me that many years ago on like public access, people would go into IKEA, and you know how like the rooms are all set up like rooms, like actual rooms, and they would film like B-level movie soap operas in each room, and they'd do different scenes in each rooms, and I think that's hilarious until they got kicked out that people were actually doing shit like that.
That's fucking hysterical.
Yeah, like imagine just going there and like from like a third person point of view, walking by and seeing people like film some like, well, I mean, nowadays with TikTok, I guess that's not that out of the ordinary, but back then it would have been.
You okay, Matt?
Yeah, I'm good.
Love you,
Great.
buddy.
You know what? And you know what? if you're not for shitting with the door open, good for you. But freedom, motherfuckers.
I mean, sure.
I got a big bathroom. I got 2 doors. I leave them both open. I don't give a shit.
I have
Well-
4 floors in my house, and I close every fucking door when I'm taking a shit.
That's a you problem, bro. Right? And the reason, right? What is the excuse? Why do you close the door? What's
Well,
your fucking bullshit
I
excuse?
don't want anyone
Someone
watching.
walks in?
You don't want to fumigate the other people in the house. You
It's,
fuck man.
it's common fucking decency.
Yeah, dude.
Out of here.
What do you want to say?
Get
Hearing
outta
the
here.
fucking tribal noises coming out of your
Who's
asshole?
making what do you think goes on in the bathroom?
I think that you're sitting there with the door open, taking a shit, smearing ice cream on your chest, going,
A whole lot of.
No, there's none of that. There's none of that.
Doc,
I
I'm
also
sorry,
have I
I'm
also
sorry you had to
have
hear all this.
I have 2 cats as well. You can't close the fucking door. They just open it.
You want them in there with you?
Actually,
They
want
fucking come
anyone
out, they
hearing
hang
you
in with,
play
they
the
hang
butt
out with
trumpet?
me, whatever. I got no issues.
Yes, you do.
That is the understatement of the fucking
And also
Oh,
a
here
little
we go.
misnomer that fucking handsome Kevin forgot to mention. I don't shit with the door open when my wife is home.
Only when his mother-in-law's around.
She fucking lives downstairs. She doesn't come upstairs.
I wonder why.
I mean, hey, if it keeps her at bay, that's okay.
I got the
Hi,
camera.
mommy. How are you? Oh my God, your husband's destroying the second floor. I think he's dying.
I'm not Godzilla. What's wrong with you? This poor fucking guy. He's a deathmatch wrestler. He deals with nonsense all day. He thinks he's gonna have a real like fucking interview. He's here, listen to us argue with each other over fucking.
We
shit
did,
with the
man. I'm
door
sure he's
open.
having a great time.
Talking about butt trumpets over here,
See?
playing the battle cry for the whole second floor.
I think I'm being invaded. Come home quickly.
Okay, real quick. Let's get personal. So when you go to like a public restroom, there's nothing worse than like you're like halfway into it, so to say. And that guy who sits down next to you and the other one, not in there with you, but in the next one over. And this guy, he just had bad like gas station sushi, and he's playing a whole jazz symphony with his butt.
Yeah.
Dude, it throws me off completely.
Oh,
Awful.
Here's a story you'll like. So years ago, I'm on a double dates. Me and my wife, friends of mine from college, we went to Hooters. Yes, Hooters was a dating spot back in the day. I got the drizzling shit so bad. We went over the highway to a place called Sports World. It was kind of like an arcade, bowling alley, mini golf, like all on one roof. Ran into the first stall that was open, fucking unloaded. I reach over, there's no fucking toilet paper. And it was bad, dude. I was in there 25 minutes. This is Manji. So my friend Matt walks in. He's like, oh, I'm like, dude, get me a roll. He goes, what are you, in a stall? I go, yeah, I've been here 25 minutes. He goes, you're always in there for 25 minutes. What the fuck do I know you're having a problem? So he hooked me up with toilet paper, but it was bad, dude.
That's rough.
It was. And my friends weren't even concerned that I was gone for 25 minutes.
Well, because you always take that one.
Yeah, well, apparently.
Well, Doctor, this has been a fucking hoot.
Oh, my God. I hope you enjoyed yourself, man.
In this case, it would be a toot.
A hoot and a toot.
He's in.
There's the bell.
I knew
There's
it.
the bell. Come on, give me the bell. Yeah, I know the big chimes.
Look, if you're in Fargo, North Dakota.
Or Dakota.
Yeah.
You got to go to North Dakota.
You mother. Just let me fucking plug his shit, you fucking assholes.
Sounds like you're the one that needs their shit plugged.
Asshole. If you're in Fargo, North Dakota this weekend at the aquarium, Dr. Redacted will be in action doing some shit downtown at Time Bomb Pro Wrestling. If you are a fan of GCW, I know he's back at the Showboat in Atlantic City on March 15th, so you want to check that out. And if you are in the Pacific Northwest, Persona non grata 2, he is taking on Anakin Murphy, and that's out there in Portland, Oregon for Pacific North Death. So that is where you can catch Dr. Redacted, and hopefully,
I make one more plug, one more show.
Yeah.
February 8th in Wisconsin. High Five Tom will be there if you guys want to get your picture with him.
Ja.
I will not be getting a picture with him. You can get a picture with him.
Oh,
we gotta send
I got pictures with them.
HK. You got to send the doctor a T-shirt.
Yes.
We got to send you a Shining Wizards T-shirt.
Hell
Should I send one to Milwaukee Tom too?
Yes. Send it to him so that he can give it to me.
He's probably got like 4 of them.
Sorry.
But that's in Wisconsin. It's We Love Wrestling, Ruthless Pro Wrestling joint show. I'm gonna murder Bobby V. So if you want to come watch me murder Bobby V again, I will be. And yeah, you got the other ones. Pacific North Death, really great spot. If you ever get the chance, IWTV, watch the shows. They're great. They got big shit coming up I can't say when, but they got big shit coming up. So just be prepared.
Oh, you're going over to the UK too in March, huh?
Oh, yeah. And to Japan in when's that? June.
Oh, June. You buy some of them panties out of the vending machine?
And I never saw it. I never saw them. I will say I never saw any of the weird vending machines that I always heard about. There are randomly vending machines on like every corner everywhere though. I made friends with a kid from New Zealand and a guy from he's not a kid, he's a guy too. I don't know why I said kid because he's younger than me, so everyone's a kid. But a kid from New Zealand and this guy from England, and I tried telling them like in America you could not do these vending machines everywhere. You definitely have crackheads just breaking into them and stealing everything.
Checks out. Sounds about right.
Yeah. But yeah, thanks for the plugs. Find me on the socials, DRX Redacted. Deathmatch Worldwide again. We love Corey. Shout out to Deathmatch Worldwide. It's like I got like 9 designs on there. Go buy them all. Shout out to anyone who buys them all. I won't give you anything other than like a repost or something, but Shout out to if you do buy them all. That'd be sick. They're all cool designs. There's not a bad design on there. I'm just saying. Yeah, I don't know. Got a lot of shit coming up. Come to all of it. Come say hi. Let's all be friends. And then the Atlantic City shows. If you guys are going to be there, come hang out at that too.
Ooh.
Dude.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll keep that in mind. I don't really go to Atlantic City much anymore, but it might be worth a trip.
Other than wrestling, what's the point of going to Atlantic City? The Rainforest Cafe? Like, there's no reason to go to Atlantic City.
Right.
Atlantic City's a fucking shithole, man.
Oh, it's awful.
Yeah.
But to go see wrestling, it's sick as shit.
Yes, but I can, Yeah, you're right. You're right. When you're right, Doctor.
He's right.
All right.
Doctor is right. Dr. Redacted, thank you so much. Anytime you want to come back on and just hang out and shoot the shit.
Well, no more shit talk. We've got this shit back.
Yeah. Buddy, 13 years, there's a lot of shit talking. It ain't going to stop anytime soon.
Fair. I now know you guys all have interesting shit habits. And hey, that makes us one step closer now.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry we didn't ask you where you trained or any real generic, boring fucking questions.
No, we just got shit talk out of it. That was good.
And Disney talk.
We're huge in Germany. Huge in Germany.
Fuck
with
yeah,
the shit
dude.
talk.
Is that a thing?
Oh,
What do
yeah.
you mean? German people with the poop and the glass tables? Oh my God, yes.
I don't want to know about it. Don't tell me.
Yeah.
Google it.
No.
Hey, maybe you get booked for WXW.
Dude, I'll Google that, and then like all of my social media feeds are just gonna get real weird, and I don't want any part of it.
Oh, your search history will fucking blow up, dude.
Not just the bathroom.
You'll get a whole bunch of recommendations from Google Ads.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Dr. Redacted, this has been a pleasure, brother. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Thanks again
So
for
much.
coming on,
Next
man.
time it won't be so dark, I promise.
It's okay, man. It is what it is.
Well, we'll get your mailing address. We'll get you a T-shirt, definitely.
Please,
yeah.
that'd be great. Bye.
Thanks, Doctor.
Take care,
See ya.
Doc.
Take care.
Dr. Redacted.
Whoa.
Did we lose somebody?
Why'd you get rid of Brundo?
What do you ever do to
I'm
you?
here.
Whoa.
Wait, where the fuck?
Hey, there I am.
Whoa. What the
What
the fuck is going on here? I got no arrow, Tony.
There we go. Better?
God damn. Oh, of course, fucking Buck showed up a little while ago. God damn it.
Yeah, I know.
He's lonely, bro.
They had stuff in the commissary for him.
Yeah. I mean, maybe it's not women's panties. Maybe it's men's panties, but whatever floats your boat, Buck.
To each their own.
That's right.
Yep, to eat his bone.
To eat his bone. We.
Wee. Chosen one. Wee.
Matt's having a great time.
We have so much more to talk about. We have some Saturday night's main event we're going to talk about. Rumble, some AEW homework. And
all done in a half an hour. KJG, give me the 1, 2, 3, brother.
Back after this.
We would like to thank each and every one of you for tuning in every week to listen to the Shining Wizards. Here are some other ways in which you can support the show. If you shop on Amazon, visit amazon.shiningwizards.com and shop the way you always do. You'll pay the same low prices, and a portion of your purchase will help support the show. If you'd like to buy a Shining Wizards t-shirt, visit merch.shiningwizards.com to visit our pro wrestling tee store, and select from over a dozen great designs. You can also become a Patreon supporter at patreon.shiningwizards.com, where we offer bonus content, producer credits, special legend shows where you participate in the show, and so much more. Continue to listen to us wherever you listen to podcasts and watch the show live on social media. Don't forget to like, rate, review, and subscribe. Your continued support helps us to keep bringing you the best in professional wrestling podcasting.
It's time for your weekly lineup of shows on the Shining Wizards Network. On Mondays, it's the latest from Gorilla Brain, featuring the year of Duke and Rogue, covering a year's worth of classic wrestling, and the Tots Pod, introducing the world to wrestling action figure collecting. Also on Mondays, it's 30 Screams or Less, a weekly review of horror movies in 30 minutes or less. On Tuesdays, it's The Shining Wizards, covering everything in the world of pro wrestling. On Wednesdays, it's the Mark Order Podcast, keeping you up to date on everything AEW. On Fridays, it's Horns Up, as Radioactive Metal brings you everything in the world of heavy metal music. On Saturdays, it's the ROH Revelry, covering everything in the history of Ring of Honor. And on Sundays, it's the Inconclusive Breakdown, featuring weekly top 10 drafts and keeping you up to date on everything happening in the world. The Shining Wizards Network is also the home to other great shows, like the Broadcast, your watch-along podcast from Down Under, featuring some of the greatest matches and movies in history. Turnbuckle Throwbacks, paying homage to the greatest shows in the history of pro wrestling. Wrestling Night in Canada, a focus on wrestling with a north-of-the-border spin. And Going Underground, a show that takes you back through the history of Lucha Underground. Enjoy all of the amazing shows on the Shining Wizards Network, available wherever you listen to podcasts and at shiningwizardsnetwork.com. It's the Shining Wizards Network, entertainment here.
Oh, well, thank you to Dr. Redacted for joining us at Dr. X Redacted on the Twitter machine. Be sure to give him a follow. Check him out if he's in a town near you. That was a lot of fun. I know we got Dan Barry next week and Sexy Eddie right before Valentine's Day. So tune in for that. Also tune in to find out what our punishment is, because me, Brundo, and Handsome Kevin lost the picks to Tony and KJG, as Tony and KJG tied. So the three of us have a punishment pending, and I believe the announcement will be made next week. So if you're into the picks and you're into punishment, tune in. Also, no one had Colonel De Beers, so I am still up 1-0 in the Shining Wizards death pool again. Rest in peace, Black Bart, Colonel De Beers. We miss you. We love you. No, you don't love Colonel De Beers or Black Bart, Tony?
No, who said that?
I don't know. You give me like,
just weird. We love you. It's like,
sure, why not?
I didn't know.
Can you name 3 Black Bart matches?
Didn't he win the
Jim Powers?
All right, we love you, Black Bart.
Wasn't he WCCW champion at one point?
He must have beat a Cologne then, that means, right? No? Or no,
No.
fuck.
World class?
I'm thinking WWC. Fuck me.
No, he probably beat like fucking
Brian Adias?
Yeah, something like that. Let's see.
Iceman.
Oh,
Red
yeah,
Red River Jack.
Dustin Runnels, JBL.
Oh, yeah, Johnny Hawk.
Dun, dun. Hold on. I got it. Okay. World
Dick
class.
Murdoch.
That was delicious.
Fuck yeah.
Black Bart beat
His meat?
He beat Chris Adams.
No fucking way.
Okay. After Adams leaves WCWA, Bart is awarded the title. So he didn't beat anybody. He was just given the fucking title.
Well, fuck, he's Black Bart.
And then he lost it to Kevin Von Erich, who then lost it to Al Perez, who then lost it to Kerry Von Erich, who then lost it to Iceman King Parsons.
And somehow, what's his name? The guy that I faced in the challenge,
Christian.
knew all this. Yeah, Christian knew all this. That was one of the questions.
KJG has his speculation.
Yeah, little still suspicious of that kid.
Hi, Rhiannon.
Tony says hello. Everyone says hello.
No, Tony said hello.
How's the goose?
Really?
Handsome Kevin wants to know, how's the goose? Big thumbs up.
Hey, where's that thumb?
Tony wants to know where that thumb
In
has
the
been.
goose.
Is that Matt's new nickname?
Goose. Matt's going to be my wingman anytime.
That's right.
All right. Feel better, babe. She's off. Saturday night's main event. I know we had Raw and we had SmackDown, but Saturday night's main event, freshest in our mind. Saturday night. This is not a monthly thing. It just so happened the return was in December. The next one was January, and I think they're doing it quarterly. So this took place in San Antonio. I thought it was a fantastic show. I got to stay off social media during this stuff because people like they have such expectations. It's not realistic.
Like, what do you mean?
People are like, oh, this is just a shorter episode of Smackdown. Nothing really happened. Like, I don't know what they expect.
People.
It's a 2-hour episode. SmackDown has been 2 hours for fucking every year until a couple of weeks ago. So they could eat a shit.
Yeah, I like. You know what? I'm with you, Bruno. I thought it was a fantastic show.
And Saturday Night's Main Event has always been kind of a extend storyline type of show. It's not nothing huge. It's supposed to really happen there. So you get, what I'm guessing is younger fans going, fucking nothing's happening. Why you fucking doing it? And it's like, fucking, that's what Saturday Night's Main Event's always been. You just further storylines.
Yeah, like I find myself like I really don't watch Raw or SmackDown unless something big's happening. But this is the second Saturday Night's Main Event. I was all in. I wanted to watch it, and I watched it.
I was Tony, me and you, simpatico today, buddy.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I was thinking the same thing. I would go out of my way to watch Dynamite, Collision. I'm gonna try and watch a lot of TNA, but like I won't watch Raw and SmackDown. I'll catch the highlights online. But you give me a Saturday Night's Main Event, you give me a Royal Rumble, Bash in Berlin, like I'll watch those.
So why would you go out of your way to watch? And I'm not like judging or anything. I'm just curious what makes AEW out of the way to see as opposed to Raw.
Thank you, KJ.
Good question, KJ.
You know what? I really don't have a great answer. I don't know why. I really don't know why, KGG. I wish I knew.
You're not as busy as a Wednesday and then Monday or Friday.
Like when we're done here and I go downstairs to process all this shit and get the episode ready, like I'll put it on Netflix, but I'm not going back and watching it from the beginning. And SmackDown on Friday nights, like I'm usually working, and by the time I get home and settled in, like I just see what's going on online. I don't know. It's weird.
Doing your wrestling research on Facebook?
No, not doing my wrestling research on Facebook. But I thought Saturday Night's Main Event was great, except for one thing.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, here we go.
Was it this guy?
Of course it was that guy. This motherfucker, he takes every opportunity he can. There was no reason for him to go out there and go, I'm here because Nick Aldis couldn't get the job done. Just bury fucking Nick Aldis, you fucking cockeyed piece of shit. Then he's got to be throwing around super kicks. Oh, I'm all sweaty because I just danced around for 3 minutes. I get it. It's in San Antonio. I get it. You're fucking Shawn Michaels, but you're a fucking jackwagon, bro.
Did you see the Shawn Michaels is mid sign when he's coming out?
He is mid. I just fucking hate Shawn Michaels, and every time he's on my TV screen, he makes me angry. He shouldn't have kicked Kevin Owens. He should have stayed in his authority role. He got the signatures. He should have left. So what if KO pushes the thing into his chest? Was he hurt because KO was right? Because every time Shawn Michaels doesn't like it, he fucking takes his ball and he goes home. He loses his smile. KO is right. Eat a shit, Shawn Michaels. You know what? And Cody sucks eggs too. This is the first time in a very long time where I'm very close to buying a WWE shop t-shirt. Between Cody sucks eggs and a Jacob Fatu t-shirt, I'm in.
Oh, I got a Jacob Fatu t-shirt.
Is it still in the car?
Nah, man, I took it out. It's still in the bag, but yeah, I got it.
Maybe they'll throw in a Sheamus DVD if you buy it.
No, I don't want a Sheamus. I like Sheamus.
A Don West Brown Bag special.
Fuck yeah.
Dude, I got a great story.
Oh,
I
no.
ordered 4 of those for Christmas for these guys way back in the day, and they sent me 4 of the exact same things, and I was like, no, like I thought these were going to be different, and then they sent me like 4 different ones, but they were all the same again. I was like, no, what are we doing here? 3 times they did it. At the end of before Christmas, I had more TNA merch than I ever thought I was going to fucking have my entire life.
I still got the brown bag sitting around here somewhere.
It was kind of weird hoarder.
Boxes of Wizardry were good that year.
Did you get the good one with the action figure?
Yeah.
Attaboy.
Good
all right,
boy.
so what did you guys think of the Saturday Night's Main Event?
I loved
I
it.
enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I actually thought the Rhea Ripley Nia Jax match was really good. Call me crazy.
I won't call you crazy.
I think they're good. Like sometimes you have somebody you wrestle, and their matches always just click. Like Statlander and Monet, I would say, always have great matches together. Bailey, Sasha, I know I'm bringing up, but like Rhea and Nia, for some reason, like their matches click. And I hate Nia Jax. I can't stand anything, but she does. But their match is always really good.
Yeah, it's kind of like it's not necessarily like a David versus Goliath story because like Rhea is like insanely powerful. It's like almost like a Goliath versus like insane like giant Goliath. So it's like you're getting your power spots out of Rhea just because Nia is that much larger than her. And I actually really liked how she did the Annihilator on her back this time, which was something that I don't think we've seen before. And then like Rhea Ripley getting up from that. The match was good. The whole show is like you guys said, like people's expectations need to be tempered now because this is an NBC show, right? So you're getting people coming in that don't watch Raw, don't watch SmackDown, don't necessarily care about the stories that we're telling, yet we're still plugging along with these stories and promoting the shows that are coming up. So you're like just like the Netflix debut. Every time you're doing a Saturday night's main event, you're placating to two different audiences at the same time. Now, maybe that'll go down the more they do. But these shows are, I guess, like they're not vacuum sealed because you are pushing towards the next thing. But what happens on this show is not going to be like I guess the best advancement in storyline or maybe even a conclusion to one was Fatu Braun. Like maybe is Braun taking some time off because he ain't coming back after that shit. Like, if he shows up in the Rumble, then that's gonna be weird.
He was a fucking beast. And the crowd was chanting for fucking Fatu.
Yeah.
They got something special there, boys.
Dude, let's not undersell Tama Tonga now, too. I guarantee you he's gonna find himself soon in a nice little character role. It's just gonna suck that he'll probably be the one that's fed to Fatu if they stick around for a while, just like SmackDown when he lost to LA Knight. But
what do you think? What do you think, KJJ? He's in the Ludwig Kaiser role right now.
Pretty much. But I think Ludwig Kaiser was able to come out of it, and I think that Tama Tonga will too, because his like little thing where he does like yeah, like that's gonna get over. Like
I think it is already.
I think it is too.
Yeah.
And just like when Fatu, we're not gonna see it anytime soon, but when he would do the "I love you" solo, that shit got over. So this Tama Tonga, yeah, like that shit's gonna, like Brundo said, it's already over, and I think it's gonna get bigger.
Two quick points. One, getting a text from Brundo when the show first started asking, hey, is anybody else's show in Spanish too? Because I was flipping on I was looking for the SAP button on my cable box. I'm like,
were you watching on NBC or Peacock?
NBC. Yeah.
Peacock was good.
Yeah.
And the second thing, and I know this is HK's fucking thing, Jesse Ventura, amazing. Amazing. Wrestling needs a good heel commentator. Yes. It's so sorely missed in 2025. Jesse steps right back in. I know he's older. I know he's a little bit slower, but man, he hasn't missed a beat. Amazing.
Nigel's a heel.
Nigel is good. I was gonna say that, but man, Ventura, like the ending of that IC title match, where Ventura's like, why did he stop counting the three? Like, and he wouldn't let it go. Like, it was just Tony's right, man. Chef's kiss. Like, they need somebody like that. And I know Tony. To repeat what Tony said, I know he's older. Let him out there for more than fucking one match, man. He knows what he's doing. He adds so much. And we'll talk about it when we do the fucking homework later. Like, he adds so much in every fucking role. Like, he added it in the Battle Bowl Battle Royal that we're going to talk about in a little bit. He added it in this IC title match. Like, I wish they would leave him out there to do it more. He's much better than fucking Pat McAfee.
I like that. But McAfee keep calling him the governor.
They're not comparable though.
Yeah.
Like McAfee isn't there to fill that role because they don't really have that role anymore.
Right. I think
that's
like
the role that they need.
If you want to comp Ventura to current WWE, it'd be Wade Barrett or Corey Graves. Those are your comps.
And neither one of them are even close.
Yeah, I agree with HK on that one. Wade Barrett, love him on commentary. Loved him when they pivoted from Jim Cornette to Wade Barrett in NWA. I thought was a step up even from Cornette because he was amazing.
Were we talking about Ventura still? I jumped out for a second. Ventura as opposed to McAfee. Okay, yeah. So your comps would be Wade Barrett on SmackDown and Corey Graves on NXT, and so like the Raw comp is not there. McAfee and Ventura are not comps, but I think Wade and Corey would be your comps.
And I thought Gunther and Yeet was fantastic too.
Yeet.
Yeet
What an
fucking
entrance.
got me at the end too. When he hit that splash and the way he covered him, I'm like, oh my god, is he gonna win? And
He makes you believe, bro.
Yeah.
Well, and beyond that, Gunther does a great job in the ring, making you think that his opponent has a shot.
Yeah.
I mean, you go back to that match with him and Ali, right? Like you thought that there was a shot that Ali was going to pull that out. Like he does a really good job.
Yeah.
And the way he talks up his opponent, but he gives that little dig at the end. It's like dude, Gunther's fucking amazing.
That's how you're supposed to do it, and he just
amazing
nailed it.
Yeah, and Jey Uso had been getting a little bit of slack for singles matches. Obviously, the one at WrestleMania between him and Jimmy apparently was not all that well reviewed, and even him winning the IC title with Braun Breaker and his other match with Gunther. This to me was Jey Uso's breakout singles match to me.
He needed it.
Yeah, it was awesome. And I love the little I love the microphone from the ceiling.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I could have did a little bit without the fucking whole like main event thing. Like it was a little goofy looking, but no, I loved it. Lillian's got to back off a little bit though. She didn't need to be eating that shit.
How do you so they showed a bunch of legends, right? This is my only nitpick. You know,
aside from Shawn Michaels.
Oh, I know where you're going with this.
How do you mention Dory Funk Jr. and not mention that he was the fucking NWA World Champion?
Yeah, that's
17-time tag champion, but he's most famous for his fucking NWA World Championship run.
Yeah,
I know the NWA is not what it used to be, but like I don't know.
But wait, if they mention the tag titles,
yeah,
then what the fuck?
Yeah, KG's right on that one.
You know,
I didn't even hear that. I just heard him say that he was in the Rumble last year or some shit like that.
Bro, Medusa with the old fucking women's title.
Yeah,
that was
that's
cool as
right.
hell.
And look, I don't want to.
I'm gonna get that belt.
I'm feeling pretty good about my Dory Funk Jr. pick.
He was cracking the whip during commercial breaks. I heard.
You know what my nitpick was, and it kind of bothered me. It was how they showed each legend like in their like clips of like their yesteryear. The Medusa one. It bothered me that they showed a clip of her while she was Medusa, and then they introduced her as Alundra Blaze, and it really fucking pissed me off. Like,
they should just give up on that. Just call her Medusa.
Call her Medusa.
Yeah.
You own the footage of WCW. Who cares?
Yeah.
And AEW.
No, it just bought like nope. Come on, Alundra. Come on. And she went into the Hall of Fame as Alundra Blaze too.
She was like Alundra Blaze for like what, 2 years? She's deuce.
Yeah.
95, 96. Not even 2 years. She didn't come in 94, I don't think.
She was there for WrestleMania 10.
Yeah, 10 was when she won the title from Heidi Lee Morgan.
So that was 94.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 2 years. Took the scenic route to get back to where you were, Tony.
It's all right. Hope you enjoyed the drive.
She was there at 93, 94, 95. 93 was that's when she beat Heidi Lee Morgan. So and
that was WrestleMania 10, no?
No, 10 was Leilani Kai.
Okay, so she still dumped the belt in 95. Or was
yes, at the end of she won the title in December of 93. She dumped the title December of 95.
But I mean, she won and lost in between there with Bertha Faye and all that shit.
Bull
Nakano, yeah.
Rhonda
Singh, holy shit, that was the woman from the fucking documentary about the Crush Girls.
There's a what she was what oh fuck,
I can't remember her name either.
Goddamn, Monster
Ripper.
Monster Ripper, yes, thank you, Brandon.
There's a guy on YouTube, Kim Justice.
Oh man, yes.
You turned me on to that. He does a great
Monster Ripper
retrospective on Monster Ripper. It's like an hour and 15 minutes. It's really good. It's
on
really
YouTube?
Yes.
Yeah. I think I actually watched that whole thing.
Yeah, it's really good. So let me. I know we got a little more to cover and we got to do homework, but let me ask you this: the Rumble is Saturday, 6:00 start time. And it's going to be loaded. We already know who's in the men's. We have a couple name in the men's. Is there a way the WWE makes Gunther's title seemed just as important as Cody's.
It depends on his challenger.
But you think like the person that wins is going to go after the world title?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm asking. How do they, right? Because look, if John Cena wins, he's going to wrestle Cody. He's not going after Gunther.
Does CM Punk go after Cody?
You don't know that, man. Cena, Gunther?
Does Seth Rollins go after Cody? Or does he want back what originally was his?
Well, there's some things that have taken place on Raw tonight. So,
more research on Facebook? What do you got?
No, I got Twitter open.
So, I don't know. If I think both are going to be important. Now the question is, did Gunther have a title match? Well, yeah, it was him and no, he wasn't the champ then. Last Mania was
Sammy.
Drew and Priest.
Drew and Priest.
Drew and Gunther, and then
it was Drew and Rollins, and then CM Punk and Priest cashed in. Excuse me.
And that wasn't the last match, right?
No, that was the first match.
Yeah, they opened with that.
Okay. The only way to make that title feel as important as the other title is that it closes one of the shows.
But then they're hyping, the Women's Rumble. The winner's going to main event WrestleMania. Fucking Michael Cole said that Saturday night.
So the women are going to get Saturday again, and the men are going to get Sunday.
Well,
all right, I'm cool with that.
I'm cool with it too, but
I don't like shoehorning a match in like that. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm saying, look at the names that have already been announced for the Royal Rumble. Cena, Roman Reigns, CM Punk, Seth Rollins, McIntyre, Sami Zayn, LA Knight, Nakamura. I don't know, man.
It's pretty dope.
If Cena, Roman Reigns, CM Punk, or Seth Rollins or Drew McIntyre win, they're going after Cody. No?
I don't know. I'm not putting anything by anybody at this point.
no.
So Cody's main eventing night too. It's just a matter of who it's going to be with. Like, they're not going to put Gunther in that slot, are they?
I would love to see fucking Kevin Owens win this ladder match.
Yeah, me too.
And Kevin Owens main events WrestleMania?
No, because we still got Elimination Chamber March 1st.
Yeah,
but
Kevin Owens main event at WrestleMania.
But doesn't the target have to be Cody for Mania? Like, why would you if you let Cody lose at Rumble, then he's already going into Mania tainted.
So by you saying that, you're already making the World Championship feel less than. And if you feel that way, that's fine. But just by saying which isn't the target Cody, the target is the champion that you want to fight. Like that's like both should be on equal. Like if to me it would be a coin flip if I won the Rumble. Like that's how WWE should make it feel.
Right. Yeah, they should. But honestly, if I'm winning the Rumble, I'm going after Cody. Because why wouldn't you? That's the title with the prestige. That's the title with the history.
One thing I like that they do sometimes is they'll do a little foreshadowing in the Rumble, like somebody bumps into somebody. So I'm wondering if maybe somebody bumps into Gunther and, it leads to that, like a Cena or something
would
like
Gunther
that.
be in the Rumble?
Well, no, I mean like backstage, like, Cena's getting interviewed and Gunther, gives him
knocks into him, spills his coffee,
Yeah.
Because the way like Raw ended last week with like Sammy accidentally haluva kicking Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre yucking it up, like they're planting these seeds where you don't like. Honestly, we're gonna pick the Rumble this weekend. Like anyone can fucking win it.
Yeah.
Yes, folks, we are doing picks for 2025. Cat's out of the bag.
And I love that they made fucking DIY against the Machine Guns 2 out of 3 falls. That might steal the fucking show.
Yeah.
I love it too, because that's an awesome match that doesn't take a whole lot of star power out of the Rumble itself. Like WWE used to have like 4 different matches, like singles matches that would take immense star power out of the match. Now you're like literally like making it an undercard. Like you have the world title match with Kevin and Cody, which is great. Is there any other matches that haven't been announced tonight other than the Machine Guns?
Just the 4, yeah. Just the
What's
4.
what are the two
Cody
and the tag? Yeah.
Are they putting Fatu in? Does he get a diesel push this year?
We don't know yet.
I would guess so.
I could see Oba Femi getting in there and getting a pretty big diesel push too.
Yeah, because he's coming back. He dropped his Noah title, one of the tag.
No,
teams.
that's
Almost. Yo, I want Ole Miss in this so bad too.
Whatever.
He's my son's favorite wrestler.
Did I confuse almost with Obafemi?
I was like, did Obafemi drop the belt already? I just watched
my
NXT.
Well, Joe Hendry's going to get a spot now, right?
Yep. I think so. I think you see Joe. Jordan Grace apparently signed with the WWE.
Yes, I saw that earlier. Yep.
So that's huge.
Is this a Josh Alexander spot?
No.
I don't know. I think you got to build Josh Alexander.
And they're doing that weird, like they're still running an angle with him on
PCO's in the
They
fucking
taped
Royal
a whole
Rumble.
bunch of TV. So
No,
You
I
know,
didn't
some
look at
PCO's
that.
in the Royal Rumble.
I
called
would
it.
fucking love that. I would love
would I.
PCO in the Rumble. That'd be awesome. Where is it? Indianapolis? Who's a good surprise? Papa Shango?
Vince.
You know McAfee's going in there.
I don't want fuck McAfee.
Masha
man.
Masha
No, he is.
Slamovich. I could see that.
Oh yeah, that Masha. I'm interested in that Masha Cora Jade thing that they got going on in Impact.
Definitely.
Right.
Oh,
Anything
maybe
else?
What's Her Nuts comes back for the Rumble.
Miro?
Jade Cargill.
Jade
he
Miro.
say-
You know
what
what?
did he say?
Miro's a free agent.
Miro,
isn't he?
you know what? You know what, HK?
Ooh.
Somebody
How
in the
about,
chat I thought said Ryan Reeves is all elite now, which fucking really tickled me.
Yeah, that was
Imagine
Tony,
fucking-
Tony Khan.
How about guy? Speaking of free agents, Aleister Black.
Aleister
What am I-
Black's a good call.
shock in the Royal
Yeah.
Rumble.
Listen, you guys can
Aleister
say like
Black in the
all of
Rumble?
those guys that you just named. It's only if any of them, it's only going to be one of them. They may all come back,
Yeah.
but only one of them showing up in the Rumble.
Booker
PCO.
T in the Royal Rumble. Count it.
Stop.
Ugh.
No,
X-Pac.
To keep them off commentary, that's fine.
Shuck it,
Broski.
duck it.
If we're just shooting out names, Broski.
You know what? With Chelsea Green being there, you can't fucking rule it out.
He laid the groundwork on the Alawani interview. He said, if I came back, the roof would blow the fuck off the place. Let's give it a shot.
Do you think this is the Royal Rumble where it's nearly impossible to figure out who's going to win? I know in years past, there's always been like maybe 2, maybe 3 people that could possibly win. I know in the past couple of years, it's been a little bit more like where they're expanding that net to encompass more. Do you think this year is the year where it's like the most people who have the most to win or lose coming out of this Rumble?
It's to me, it's ironic because like the bigger, like there's so much star power in this. To me, that only makes it a little bit more obvious on who's gonna win. Whereas like normally that wouldn't make sense at all. But like I feel like to me, there's still only 2 guys that are winning this. To me,
Who's your thoughts? Not that
I'm
we're
not-
locking you in, but who's
no,
your
no,
thoughts?
I'll wait for pick segments. We got time.
That's a good point, Tony, because like I just thinking about it, like if there was another Rumble in years past that you thought were like as unpredictable as this one.
Well, I mean, in '92, anybody could have fucking
Yeah.
won the world title. In that.
92, yeah,
With
90,
92 excluded.
97 comes to mind, just with all the hitters there. Like there's a couple of Rumbles, but none of them seem as unpredictable as this one, just with like the star power and what they could do with who's in it.
A lot of stakes in this one.
There's
Yeah.
a lot.
of
There's
stakes
look,
in
man.
this
There's a
one.
lot of fucking players, man.
Yeah.
Randy Orton, The Rock. There's
Yeah.
So John Cena, CM Punk, Roman Reigns,
Yeah.
Seth Rollins, Hornswoggle,
Kurgan.
Jesus.
Kurgan, movie star Kurgan,
Yeah.
Zombie
I
Black
know.
Bart.
Big John Studd.
Black Bart, and Zombie. Fucking Big John Studd. Unbelievable. I can't wait. Saturday's gonna be a good time.
Definitely.
Yeah, man.
Saturday's gonna be a good time. Really quick, I just want to blow through some AEW stuff.
Back here if you need me.
If you don't mind. If you guys don't mind,
Can I just say one thing?
please.
The MJF fucking the promo that he did with Jeff Jarrett. I don't know if I mentioned it. The crowd didn't give fucking any shits about this thing.
Talking about
It
the
was-
one 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, it was completely dead silent. I didn't realize how bad the crowd was for that.
It was
Well, Tony, there's only 700 people there.
It was a weird one too. 2 weeks ago, where he's talking about how Alicia Toots like with 10 dudes while he's wrestling 60-minute time limit draws. Like
Yeah.
that's not really Jeff Jarrett's style. So
Yeah, it was wrong. I just had to mention that because it really was fucking weird.
I don't think we covered it last week.
It's like that promo happened in a vacuum, you know?
It's fucking the MJF Jeff Jarrett stuff's just so fucking. It's
so
weird.
Too personal for no reason. Like that's not the kind of promo you cut in that situation.
It's weird, and like he cut a promo Wednesday night. Like this is where the show kind of fucking tailed off for me. When he
oh yeah, that's right. You were aggravated.
So I know what you're saying, Matt, and I would agree with you. He's a little too like no one gives a fuck about his history with like Jerry Lawler. Like we get it. Like you were in Memphis. It's awesome, and we understand why you're doing what you're doing. You're 57. You're great, but I thought the stuff towards the end of it got better. The involvement in Castagnoli and then him doing it afterwards, saying you're gonna have to kill me to get like I didn't hate all that.
I don't know. I just let me give you the positives first. I like the smaller venues because it looks better on TV. And you know what? If you're gonna do 3,000 people, at least make it 3,000 people that want to fucking be there.
Yeah.
Back to KJG's talk with TNA about miking the crowd. Like, I feel like they don't mic the crowd either. Like you're watching it and I'm seeing like people yelling and stuff. It doesn't come through on TV.
They might be afraid that if they mic the crowd, they're going to pick up some stuff because nobody else is talking that they shouldn't be picking up.
I don't know. I thought the way the show kicked off with Ospreay and Omega was great.
Awesome.
It was completely different from what they've been doing. It kind of went on a little long for me.
But that's the thing too. With Omega being back, Omega's bringing people back to the show. Like people are watching Kenny Omega, like him or hate him. They've probably been chomping at the bit for him to return. So he's bringing people in. Some of the other stuff pushes them back away. Put the title on Omega already. Enough with this fucking Black Gang shit or whatever the fuck they're doing.
Back for 2 weeks.
I'll tell you what they didn't need to mic the crowd for was the Hurt Syndicate winning the tag titles. They were all over that shit.
Good decision. Good decision.
Agreed.
It just made, man, Private Party called a raw deal. They had a fucking unbelievable match where they won the titles from the Bucks. And then, you know, like they're in like these fucking feuds with like Action Andretti and Leo Rush and like the
it's like it's a Claim 2.0. They fucking won the belts. People were nuts for them, and then that's it.
And then like they're out there with their fucking like the champagne, like they look like goofs. And then
they were cutting to these guys, and they weren't supposed to be cutting to these guys. It was like, let's go in the back with so and so's interview and such, and then all of a sudden it's these two assholes popping champagne with the fucking Puffy Coke crew.
And then you put them in there with the Hurt Syndicate, and bro, they fucking mowed them down.
And they should have.
And the crowd fucking loved it.
Of course they did.
Every fucking second of it.
Because Shelton and Lashley are fucking stars.
But those first two matches, and then the fucking for me, I didn't really. It kind of like the Jeff Jarrett stuff.
No. Wait. You like Swerve Strickland and AR Fox?
I didn't mind it. My problem was
they talk about, hey, these guys are friends. And first of all, when the fuck has AR Fox been on TV and fucking who knows how long? And this is your former world champion, and you're doing a disservice playing this fucking other guy up. Oh, they're friends and they know each other. He kicked the shit out of Swerve Strickland for like 15 minutes.
It wasn't that egregious.
It was bad, dude. Swerve Strickland should have fucking given him a little bit of offense and then shut that shit down. This was no way a 2 fucking commercial break match. No way. That's bad.
No.
Give him a little something and then shut him the fuck down. You're the former world champion. Act like it.
I would have liked if he lost due to the Ricochet distraction.
No, dude. How much? No. Not to AR Fox, dude. No way. AR Fox is like Action Andretti. Who gives a shit?
They already did that too, where he lost to a Ricochet distraction.
So that was whatever.
You said you didn't mind it.
I didn't mind it, but it wasn't like I'm not like up in arms about it. I'll tell you what. Jeff Jarrett, Claudio, whatever. They're in fucking Huntsville next week. They're trying to get people to show up to support Jarrett. Great.
Bag on a head match.
MJF cuts out to cut a promo. I know HK, you like him, but like all his fucking promos are the same.
MJF?
It's just fucking drivel, man. It's all.
He needs somebody to produce him. He's fallen into a bad fucking habit.
And I think one of the things that's happened with him and so he got a shitload of success super quick, right? People gravitated to him because he does like really good heel work, but I think that he's kind of found that groove and he's not getting himself like out. There's nothing new. You know what I mean? Like he is doing what works initially, and now he's not finding his way out of that to be a little bit more innovative with his promos, or even changing up his promos that much. So obviously you could probably point to the Adam Page stuff and say, well, that was not Adam Page. Sorry, it was the other Adam, the other jerk.
Adam Cole.
Adam Cole. Here you go. And like there was some different stuff he was doing there, right? He does have some versatility to him, but it's always defaulting back on his original like heel work, which isn't bad, but I understand completely what you're saying.
But this one on Wednesday wasn't that gratuitous, wasn't that F-bomby. It was more about his plan as to why he wanted Jeff Jarrett to win the belt, and instead of when he does win the belt, he'll challenge it. So like it was actually a little bit different than he normally would. Than the ones he would normally cut, which were way over the top for over the top sake.
Yeah, I think after 2 weeks ago with him and Jarrett just going fucking ham, I think someone was like, hey, maybe we cut this back a little. But they do that. Then Adam Page comes out, and I'm like, oh, fuck. Like, I'm interested to see Adam Page MJF. But he just fucking blows by him, kills a jobber. And then the stuff with Daniels where he's retired, and then it's like, it all happened like boom, boom, boom. Like, I had no time to digest anything. Now, look, if that's the way people are watching wrestling these days, then I'm a fucking old guy and I need to shut the fuck up. But for me, I was like, man, this all happened like really fucking fast. And Christopher Daniels just said he was fucking retiring from wrestling because of Adam Page. I don't know. It just all seemed like too much in too short of time.
We're right back to conflicted Adam Page, where he's been, he's conflicted on the shit he wants to do. I thought we moved. I like angry Adam Page.
He should start drinking again. That was fun. And Jamie Hayter beats Julia Hart, and then she's like, "Hey, we're gonna have
they running back for a third time.
Who gives a shit?"
It was a look, man. They gotta. They're trying. Whoever is booking AEW, they're making a conscious effort to make things better.
And to me, that all follows up what everyone was doing with Brody and Buddy, and now it was Julia Hart's turn to get her rah-rah pep talk like everyone else did, and which we saw on Collision, what they would eventually be renamed. So now they're on their own now, and they got their pep talks, and now they're these new Hounds of Hell. So
I thought you were going to say they were the pep squad now.
I like the women's match. Yeah. And I liked Cope against Pac. But how many times is Dynamite going to end with the babyface getting the shit beat out of him? Where the fuck was Jeff Jarrett? Where was Will Ospreay?
Yep.
Why did these guys mention Moxley during the show? And Jay White comes out. Oh, because we're going to be in Australia in 3 weeks and we need to put all the Australians in all these fucking matches.
Oi, oi, oi.
There you go. But it's the match was good. And then here we're just going to. And look, I didn't even know the fucking Rock and Roll Express was there. Big deal. They tied up some fucking 65-year-old dudes. Who gives a shit?
And this was the same shit that happened with Nana, with fucking Pew Pew. How many fucking people are going to be held against their will on a fucking episode of Dynamite?
The whole the Death Riders need to go away. It's not good.
It's terrible. Yeah. Put the fucking belt on Kenny Omega and set the world right, at least for the next couple of months.
And he said in an interview with Hawani, John Moxley, that this is his version of the Bloodline story.
No, it's not. He don't know what the fuck he's doing.
Well, guess what? That's what he compared it to. And if he's anywhere in the ballpark, we got a long time until fucking hopefully Numbnuts comes off the fucking mountain and can take the title from him.
Numbnuts, what a fuck.
It's the shit. It was a great match. Pac is working Cope's neck. Like there's a story there. Fucking Cope is selling it with the hand. And then the same shit, the NWO fucking beatdown at the end.
And you said earlier, this is must-watch TV for you. What are you doing? Seriously, I don't like you beating yourself up like this. I'm the asshole that beats himself up watching shit.
But
like
there's
this.
I like the first two segments. I enjoyed Collision. I don't enjoy whoever is feeding Tony Schiavone his lines.
Oh my god,
they need to stop.
We'll get into that with homework, but my god,
bro. On
Honestly,
Collision,
like,
he said there was a 4-way match. The winner gets a match against Mercedes Moné. He said these are the 3-4 top women in AEW. Queen Aminata didn't. Another thing that bothered me. They show the statistics for everybody when they come out, but it's not for everybody. So in the women's match, Yuka Sakazaki's 2-0. Deonna Purrazzo's like 15-9.
Oh, she's fucking Jobber City now. Though.
Queen Aminata doesn't have a record
because she's fucking awful with her win-loss record.
And then Serena Deeb and I'm like, well, just don't show it and don't tell me these are 4 of the top women in AEW. We never fucking see them.
Serena Deeb hasn't been around since Britt.
Maybe he meant the most top heavy women. I don't know.
As AEW found itself in a lose-lose situation. You know what I mean? Like, is it gotten to the point now where like because we were all fans, right? We were all fans, and then it started kind of going downhill, and it started kind of getting that negative momentum where now it's harder to even pull the good out of it. You know what I mean? Like even going to
those shows were very watchable, so I'm not there yet.
And I'm just like. Even me earlier, I said the crowd was because there's 700 people there. Well, they should be running smaller venues, but then you get the thing where you're like, well, look at how many people are in these smaller venues. You know what I mean? Like, are they in a lose-lose situation? Because what
do you consider a loss? They got them. They're getting paid. Like,
okay, I'm not talking like a business side. I'm talking about from
a fan perspective.
From a fan perspective,
I think they're starting to lose the hardcores too. The hardcore AEW fans,
right? And that's a big issue as well. But like, even for all of us, we were all big fans. Some of us still are. Some of us still watch weekly. And you can sit back and watch this stuff, and even as being a fan, go, I didn't like that. I didn't like that. I didn't like that. Like Double T, you're torturing yourself watching this shit. Like, has it reached that point? And if it has, like, that's just sad. Because when Moxley showed up with his group, I was ready, right? I was ready to be invested again, and that shit went away so quick. And then you go right back to like nitpicking the rest of it because you're already watching it like angrily. You know what I mean? Like you're fucking punished watching it. So how do they turn the corner? Is it too big of a hole?
I don't know. It's just AEW was an alternative, and now it's a lot of ex WWE guys on TV every week,
and
a lot less AEW guys.
Yeah, it felt like it was the place for people to go. Like, exciting to put a new fresh paint, coat of paint on people, and now you never would think anybody would jump over from WWE anymore.
Right. Like, how do you not find something for Ricky Starks to do?
Yeah.
Like, how is that possible? I'm not asking you to make him the world champion, but give him fucking something to do. Right?
It's going to be entertaining.
And I'm a Cage. I love Collision. I think the Hounds of Hell are fantastic. Get rid of Ring of Honor.
Yep.
Yeah.
The Ring of Honor titles are, you might as well call it the UWF at this point. Seriously. Dustin
Rhodes needs 2 belts, bro.
But don't tell me like Okada Commander. Don't tell me it's a special championship challenge. We all know Okada's fucking winning. Why strap up this fucking guy? He's super fucking talented. Put him in make him a reason for people to go to the fucking Honor Club.
Bitch.
Have him beat some fucking guy. Some fucking local guy like fucking Adam Page did. But we got to showcase he can do a fucking zillion flips. There's everybody in fucking AEW can do a zillion flips.
They're a dime a dozen, by God.
Like it means zero to me. And I don't watch Ring of Honor, and you could listen back and you could say, oh, maybe if you watch it. There's nothing about it that is redeeming to me.
Yep.
And I sent you guys that thing from Mel. Like, I know there's a lot of people out there that don't like Dave Meltzer, but like, he's right. These guys need to go out and fucking work more. And a lot of them are just content. They're content sitting home, and they're asking for way too much to go work indie shows. So they'll work at fucking 11:30 on a Saturday night when half the crowd's gone just to get a fucking paycheck.
Can't blame him for that though.
You can't, but like there's no drive, so no one's getting better. Hook is terrible. Hook is atrocious.
You need that in-ring work. Like they're not doing the roads anymore, working 7 days a week. But you know what? Those guys that were doing that, they became fucking good wrestlers.
Yeah.
And you don't need to do 7 days a week, but if you're not on TV, go work an indie show. Get the fucking reps. There's guys in TNA who were fucking. Me and Brendo went to that Deadlock Pro show. Jake something, Ace Austin was the main event. Queen Aminata was there.
Yeah.
She probably won, didn't she?
Mike Santana wrestled Kenta at House of Glory this weekend, and the reports were it's the best match in House of Glory history.
Santana's working a show that I'm on next month. He's making the dates.
You have to have that drive, and I think there's a lot of people at AEW that are just content getting a paycheck and just showing up and we're on Ring of Honor before when the building's half empty. All right, whatever. Like, I don't think he's far off, and I think it hurts the fucking product. I think they're content working in front of a half-empty building versus traveling, getting $250 and working in front of 300 people every weekend so they can get fucking better.
Yep.
That's just my opinion, though.
And that's AEW.
Look, I thought
John D, maybe? Jaundice? This is Meltzer's one of the main reasons ROH and AEW are the lowest forms of wrestling. Terrible platform, terrible wrestlers, doesn't know what angles do for matches, only cares about moves.
Yeah, I mean, he fucking gives out five stars like candy these days.
Right.
Yeah.
Look, I get it. There's people that think he's like the gospel. I don't give a shit about his ratings. But when I read something and I think he's like kind of right, like.
No, I like his ratings.
Do you?
I like to see people spiraling into dementia on social media. It's fucking fantastic.
I'll tell you the one.
Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. The one thing I didn't like about Collision. I enjoyed the show, but the Big Bill Will Hobbs thing. Right? Big Bill is beating the dog shit out of Hobbs. Like, let Big Bill be the dude that throws Hobbs off the stage through the table to give him heat. Let him get heat. Give us a reason for Will Hobbs to come back in 2 weeks on Collision and be out for fucking blood to Shanghai fucking Big Bill. But no, fucking Will Hobbs has to get the upper hand and put them both through the table. I don't know. Big Bill beat the shit out of him for like 6 minutes. Hit him with a brick. He dumps out his backpack. He's got a brick. He's got handcuffs in there. Tony Schiavone's like, there's a knee brace. You fucking dolt.
He's such a dildo. He really is. Speaking of Tony Schiavone being a dildo, are we going into Wizards homework? Because that's a great segue to start this fucking thing off.
Yeah, man.
Let's fucking do it.
Give me the banner.
I'm getting the banner. Don't worry.
Okay, well, that's how I know when to cut it up for the videos.
All right.
So the Spotify's going to say, "Give me the banner."
If you are new to the show or you just tuned in, every week one of us will assign the group homework. Last week, Hansel Kevin dropped this doozy in our lap. Battle Bowl 93, WCW. It was just the main event, the 16-man Battle Royal. Handsome Kevin, why did you choose Battle Bowl 93?
A couple of reasons. I remember it a lot better than it was. You start there. But even going into it, I knew it was one of those things that wasn't going to hold up. But I remember the final, was it the final three there? And I remember loving it. And going back, like some of this stuff just doesn't hold up. And I wanted to revisit it. And that was kind of the main thing. And I wanted to watch a battle royal, man. I love battle royals. So you kind of team all those things together. There was some really good components to this match. Does it hold up? No. After watching it twice, did I wish I picked option A? Yeah, but let's talk about it.
All right. So if you're not familiar with the Battle Bowl concept, there was a very horny Mean Gene and Fifi.
Oh my God, dude. Mean Gene was on fire, bro.
On fire, bro. He was borderline like
he needed a fucking bucket of water, that old fucking
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but if you remember watching him on Legends House, that's Mean Gene. That's how he is. Yeah.
You watch him the last year at WCW with Major Guns and all them. Forget it.
You could have watched him in '82. That's who Mean is.
But like to go back and watch this, like he is on a stage with the roller right there. It's random tag teams. They just get put together. It could be two good guys, two bad guys, 1-1. And like, he's just fucking horning it up for. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. I watched like the first two matches. But anyway, so they put the names in the tumbler and then we get random tag teams and then can they coexist? And if you win your match, then you advance to the Battle Bowl and the winner gets a ring. So these were the 16 men who advanced. Big Van Vader and Cactus Jack, they were a team. I watched this match. Vader is just punches Harley Race for shits and giggles. Brian Knobbs, Johnny B. Bad, the Shockmaster and Paul Orndorff. King Kong, who definitely lived up to the name, and Dustin Rhodes, Sting and Jerry Sags, Flair and Stunning Steve Austin, Rick Rude, Shanghai Pierce, Road Warrior Hawk, and Rip Rogers. They have this grandiose entrance, and Rip Rogers is the last person.
That was hysterical.
And he looks like he just came out of Buck Zumoff's jail cell.
Oh shit!
What did you guys think of the Battle Royale?
I thought it went a little long, but I was pretty entertained during a lot of this.
The final three was ridiculously long. There's no reason to like we get it. Sting's the fucking babyface against the two heels. That went insanely long.
The final, dude. When they got down to the final 9?
Final
yeah,
four.
there was a long
No,
period.
that
where
9
just
when it was like the
same
Nasty
people.
Boys, Sting, Vader, Rude, Flair. You're like, someone just go over the fucking top.
Yeah, but then when they did. There was
Yeah,
like
5 people in a row, basically in like 30 seconds.
I want to. Here's my thing. I want to go back to the Crockett days where it was Tony Schiavone and David Crockett, because I don't remember Tony Schiavone being this bad back in this time period. He was fucking awful. I really thought I was watching AEW with some of the dumb shit he was. I'm not even joking. Like Jesse's trying to hold it together, and Tony Schiavone's like off on another fucking planet. I don't remember him always being this bad. Was he this bad during the Nitro era? Was he this bad in the Jim Crockett era?
I didn't notice anything weird. I don't know what you like. Do you have any like examples?
I don't remember. I just remember him saying like dumb shit that didn't mean anything to anything. And
so I've been watching a lot of Nitro recently, and he's definitely propped up by Bobby. Definitely propped up by Bobby big time. In this match itself, Flair never really eliminated.
No, he was. They called it off.
They worked because this is
injured.
This is the setup to earlier, somewhere in the middle of the show, they reveal its career versus title at Starrcade between Vader and Flair. When Vader drops the elbow to his
right on his fucking
bro, props to Ric Flair. He screamed like a motherfucker.
He's not windmilling that night, that's for sure.
I didn't like and I'm happy that they emphasized the like pointing out like if you're on the ramp you're not eliminated, but it was overly used, and
I
then
hated that.
The really anticlimactic ending too.
Yeah.
And then Austin just rolled off the fucking
off. Yeah.
Well, no, he realized that he got. Did you notice he got mad when he hit the apron like he was or on the stage when he got eliminated? Like so he's like, motherfucker, I'm out.
Yeah.
Like no, you're not. Oh wait, I better roll off the stage then. Now I'm out.
At one point, Vader throws Sting over the top rope, but onto the ramp. It's like, come on, you fucking idiot!
And
You know,
Harley
there's
Race is like
so
throwing a
much
fucking
other-
fit. that Harley Race was a fucking problem. You see him try and tip over the fucking the fucking gurney when Flair was on it.
Because he's got heat with Flair for a long time.
Oh,
man.
they're putting it over on commentary.
Flair went after him like halfway through the match. He runs through the thing and goes after him.
I do like that there were certain parts in the Battle Royal where people were outside and they were like very clear to be like he went through the middle rope, so he's not eliminated. I also loved how Vader at one point used the old the clap on the back of somebody's head. But man, there was a lot of like matchups in here in this Battle Royal where you're like I wish I could have seen a Ric Flair Steve Austin feud. I wish I could have seen a Ric Flair Paul Orndorff, like Rick Rude Paul Orndorff. Like there's so many like possibilities. This era Dustin Rhodes is fucking phenomenal too.
Yeah,
he was coming into his own. Yeah,
a lot of good sequences.
Yeah, other than maybe like one or two guys, like the 16 guys in this fucking match are like, holy shit, what a roster! Like, what the fuck?
And those two guys were King Kong and Shockmaster.
Yes, even Shockmaster. Like I was thinking about this. If Shockmaster didn't have the way he came in and he just debuted Shockmaster as like, I know it's gonna sound corny, but like this giant like monster badass electrician, like to me that like that would work. I'm like, all right, what? Like it's WCW. We got ding dongs. We got all this motherfucking shit. Let's make this guy a motherfucking badass electrician and let's let him fucking.
Oh my god, they could have fucking had him wiring the cage where Abdullah the Butcher got shot.
Exactly.
Like we went to our specialist, the Shockmaster. Oh,
you don't even need to pull the handle. It does that for you. It just that's how good I am at this electricity stuff.
It's like I hooked it up to the clapper. Watch this.
What just like the fucking Starrcade 93 too, just Shockmaster and King Kong, they blow off their feud just in case you guys were wondering.
Oh, I'll be able to
Thank
sleep
goodness.
tonight.
They stood in that corner and just like hugged each other for like 10 minutes of that match.
There's one part where like they get like a close up and you hear Shockmaster says, "I'm gonna rip your eyes out."
Yeah, it was the finish was super anticlimactic, man.
Yeah.
I was disappointed in that. There was a good sequence when Steve goes off the top and Stinger lifts his boot, catches him there, and Stinger jumps up and catches Vader. Like that was a good sequence. This match, especially for a battle royal, had quite a few like good spot sequences in it, but the ending being just Stinger jumping over the top, like I was like, no, that's not what I want to see. That's not how I want it to go down. Like I wanted something more.
He didn't even hit the corner. He went over like the rope.
Yeah.
Yep. Him as a House of Fire though, I fucking love it. Like
the place was going crazy for
him. When he's going nuts on Vader and Austin and just. It is amazing.
The crowd was so into the end, they were chanting "Whoop, there it is."
Oh my god, yeah.
I wrote that down.
Sting and Steve Austin and Vader in the match, and they're chanting "Whoop, there it is."
It's like, is Mabel there someplace?
Oh, the early 90s.
Throw your hands in the air.
And I just had to look, right? Because this is that era where, if you believe all the rumors, that this was supposed to be Sid beating Vader at Starrcade, but then of course the scissor situation takes place. Because I was like, I'm watching the Battle Royal and I'm like, does Sting win this? Because that'd be really fucking weird.
I was thinking that too.
That would be really weird if he wins, because I know Starrcade is Vader Flair, and I don't know what Flair does after Starrcade, because it's.
I think he feuds with Ricky Steamboat for a little while.
Does he go back to Steamboat? Does he go back to?
Because 94, it's like the Spring Stampede or the Slamboree is Steamboat Flair. That's
Super Brawl 4 is a rematch with Vader in the Thunder Cage.
And Spring Stampede 94 is Steamboat Flair.
Yep. And then Slamboree is Sting Vader for the vacant WCW International Championship match. Oh, Flair Wyndham at Slamboree 94. Yeah, real fucking weird time.
Yeah. Can I ask a question real quick?
Yeah.
Was Too Cold Scorpio one of the people that
the guy that was on the stretcher with the stretcher?
With that purple fit, bro. He was.
Oh my god, with the fucking hat and everything.
And why? Like, why would he come out?
I was thinking that it was probably like whoever was like in Gorilla's like, you, what are you doing? Nothing. Hey, get out there. It could have been anybody. If like Paul Roma was back there, it would have been Paul Roma. If like fucking Barry,
they all just
Brad Armstrong was back there, it would have been Brad Armstrong.
They all just grabbed a limb to put.
Oh, God.
And he's screaming, "Don't move me! Don't move me!" Oh God, Ventura had this. Going back to commentary with Ventura, they were talking about the Nasty Boys, and they were saying like Shivani was like, "What if it comes down to the Nasty Boys?" And normally when like then they'll say, "Well, then they'll have to fight each other." And Jesse the Body Ventura was like, "Well, obviously, Shivani, one of them would just have to leave the ring, and then they would split it, split the ring." And then Shivani was like, "They're gonna split the ring. How would you do that?" Well,
Yep.
it was like one wear it on Monday, and then the other person wear it the next day. He's like, "Why not?" And then he's like, "Well, how about they just put it in a trophy case, and neither one of them has to wear the ring?" And I'm like, "That's fucking brilliant."
Yeah,
It
Jesse
really
had
was,
no
yeah.
fucking tolerance for Tony Schiavone, even when they worked together in WWE.
I always said my biggest like flaw with Ventura was like he felt like he had to outsmart you every single time he spoke, but this time it really wasn't that hard to do. Like, or they can just put it in the case and neither one of them has to wear the ring. Shivani. I was like, touche.
And there's precedence for that too in the NWA. I remember reading one of the old PWIs when I was a kid. They had a battle royal at a house show, and Hawk and Animal were the last two guys. So Paul Ellering came in, flipped a coin, and fucking Hawk eliminated himself. So Animal won the $25,000 for the battle royal. Of course, they all split it and fucking went to Shoney's or whatever. But you know,
This is also that weird time, if you recall, Vader and Rude square off, and they're like, it's the world champion against the international world champion. And this is that squirrely time when they had two fucking world champions.
yeah. So Vader had the
big gold belt.
No, Rick Rude had the
Rude
big
had the
gold
big
belt.
gold.
The international,
Oh, okay.
yeah. It was all due to the NWA split.
Oh,
and all
yeah,
that
yeah.
nonsense.
That's right. The Japan thing, I think, too. And yeah.
The Japan thing. Yes.
And then Vader had the smaller plate WCW World Heavyweight Championship that
The Ron
Simmons had.
And then Rude broke his back in Japan. You know.
Fucking sin, man. Such
Yep.
a sin.
Yep.
And then he snacked on Francine's naughty bits in ECW. So there you go.
Yeah, that one came up recently.
Yeah. You know what? I had to go back because Francine was fucking pissed as hell when that happened.
Yeah, she's still pissed about it.
Yeah.
I mean, rightfully so.
Yeah.
Rest in power, Rick.
Yeah.
Rest in Punani power.
Thank you. I was waiting for it.
What is it? John Nord who said that he died because he put steroids in his dick? Like he shot his dick up with steroids.
Oh, probably. That sounds like
think
something
so.
Nord would have said.
What was I watching when I was cleaning? When was I clean? Well, I was finishing the toy room the other day, and I had 98 WCW Saturday Night's Main Event on. The DVD just going, bro. John Nord's all over it. He has like a match every Saturday night.
He was kicking ass on Saturday night, so much so
Yes,
that on a WCW Nitro, they say what a winning streak he's compiled on Saturday night, and then he submits Minger in a match.
I didn't think that could happen.
I want to know what the toy room is.
This room, the podcast room, whatever the fuck you call it.
Oh, I thought you had a fucking room with like, adult novelties and
You're
Swings.
such a fucking creep, dude.
Dildos.
That's where he stores low life Louis.
Yeah, 98 for John Nord. He beats the Barbarian on Nitro. He beats Liz Mark Jr., Evan Courageous on Saturday night, wins over Roadblock and Julio Sanchez. Then he loses to Goldberg.
you got to build up a contender, bro.
Dude, so
Yep.
yeah, John Nord showed up in WCW with his berserker boots and like sunglasses and like slick blonde hair.
Yeah, he looked
Yeah,
great.
he
It's
had
like
that
fucking-
weird shirt. It said like, if you don't like me, that's a you. It's something
Yes.
along that line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of reminds you of the days of Jocko, right? The Smooth Savage.
Bro, I love these fucking.
I
I
know.
love these 98 WC. This is the best thing I ever bought. IVPvideos.com. Look,
There you
listen to this Saturday night, January 20th, 1998. Your commentator does the rose. And I can't understand a fucking word he says. Jim Duggan beats Louis Spicoli. Mike Enos and Wayne Bloom beat Disorderly Conduct, Mean Mike and Tough Tom.
That's right.
Eddie Guerrero beats Len Denton. like the Len Denton, the fucking the grappler.
Not a Len Denton.
Yuji Nagata beats Barry Horowitz. Mortis and Wrath beats the Vianos 4 and 5. John Nord over Evan Courageous. Glacier over Bobby Blaze. Chris Adams beats the Renegade. Steve Mongo McMichael beats Kidman. Goldberg beats Meng. What a treat. What a treat.
Fuck yeah.
Speaking of treats, Tony, what are you assigning us to watch this week?
You know what? I was gonna throw it to HK to pick number 1 or number 2, but I think I'm gonna go for an interesting one. We've had some weird out of the ordinary matches so far in this second go around. This is one where people either really love it or really hate it.
Oh boy.
So your mileage may vary. This is, for me, one of my personal favorites. We're going way back in WrestleMania history for this one.
Yes.
We are going with the blindfold match between Jake the Snake Roberts and the model Rick Martel from WrestleMania 7. Everybody knows that Rick Martel carried around his arrogance. And one day, what was it on The Undertaker? Oh, it was on the Snake Pit where he blinded him?
Brother Love Show.
Brother Love Show. Thank you.
Yeah.
Blinded Jake Roberts with arrogance. And Jake put all them weird fucking, he had all them eye problems where one eye was going, it was like Shawn Michaels before Shawn Michaels, except one eye was all the way white. Really creepy shit. So they decide we're going to pay this off. We're going to put him under the hoods. They're going to have a blindfold match. One of my all-time favorites. I know not everybody loves it, but I think you guys will enjoy it. Jake Roberts, Rick Martel from WrestleMania 7. Definitely on the cock, so you guys can find it.
Oh, yeah, on the cock. Jandy says, this is my first time running into the show, and you all seem like level-headed wrestling fans. Thank you for the show.
Thank you, Jandy.
David Bauer says, the toy room is where the goose is.
Let me get a gander at that goose.
Oh, man. Special thanks to Dr. Redacted tonight for joining us. Special thanks to you guys in the chat who joined us. I know Lisa was here earlier. She's been doing a lot of photography at the Impact stuff and helping us bolster our Instagram followers. So all those Impact photos are from Lisa. Please make sure you follow her on the Instagram. Ma Spock was here. SJ was here. Tony Clown Khan was here.
Judge Crandall was here.
Scott George, the Crandall man, stopped by.
Zoom off.
Wrestling Luz, I don't know. He was all butthurt because we didn't talk about MLW Reloaded. Fucking weirdo.
Sorry,
Anthony Blackwell Jr. stopped by. So thank you guys for coming through. I am tirelessly working on this Twitter situation. So pray. Whatever God you believe in, pray tonight. Pray to him.
Twitter in 26.
Please, God, no. I like fucking sent a message to like the bot or whatever, and I'm like, how do we fix this? Like, should I? What if I like get a refund and then like re-sign up for it? Well, that will fix it. And it was like, if you would like a refund, please click this link. And I'm like, no, fucker.
Jesse the Body Ventura.
I wonder what watch is going to be longer, the fucking Twitter watch or the Polaco watch. And with that, let's cue the music.
This has been a production of the Shining Wizards Network. For everything Shining Wizards, visit shiningwizards.com. And don't forget to listen to all the great shows of the Shining Wizards Network.
We'd like to thank executive producer Manny Crazzo, producers Kate Hensler, Matt Grifo, High Five Tom, Ryan Schlong, Al Day, William Mercier Jr., Scott George, Jesse Elwell, Emily Brock, Kathy Hummer, Michael Hammond, Keith Parker. Thank you all for supporting us on our Patreon, patreon.com/Wizards Podcast. You can sign up for as little as $1 a month. $3 a month gets you all the bonus content. We drop at least 2 shows every month, so be sure to check us out on Patreon.
I'm gutting the goose. I gotta go.
Horny.